Good evening, Twitch, and welcome to episode 71. I am mega excited tonight for hopefully obvious reasons to those that have been following on social media, but before we get to that point, let's make sure we do our usual thank yous to Albo Rodeo, to Incarnate, to Dungeon Alchemist, to D&D Beyond, Hero Forge, Kasoon, 5e Magic Shop, and Tabletop Audio. Wanted to get through that very quickly for a certain reason. However, I must also do a huge shout out also to Battle Bards, who have been with us from the beginning. And they are the providers of our sound effects, of some of our musical ambience tracks and the background tracks you hear. So you can see the code on screen. As I say every week, if you want to get your own sound effects in your home game, whether that be virtual, physical, or however you play D&D or any other tabletop game or anything really, then go check out Battle Bards, use the code Malt and Magic and get yourselves a cheeky discount. What else do we have to talk about? Social media. You can see the links on the bottom there, so please do go check out our social media. That's where we post all our updates, all of our shout outs as well for various things that are going on. And yeah, we'll let you know when we are streaming, if there's anything going on. So yeah, don't forget to check that out if you're on the move, or you can't get to a video stream and you have your mobile device on you and some headphones. Please check out the podcast as well on your podcast platform of choice. I have gone all the way back to, I think it's episode 26 or something like that. Basically, I'm now at the Midwinters Festival as well, so revisiting some of our older episodes, some of my favourite episodes. So go and check that out. It's great for just as I'm walking the dog. That's when I listen to the podcast and do those sorts of things. So yeah, check out the podcast on your podcast platform of choice. If you have the chance or the opportunity, please do leave a review or a like or a follow or any of those sorts of things. Every little helps. Don't forget to check out our sister stream, if you like, unofficial sister stream, Tales of Tilnar, on YouTube. I'm smiling because there's already so much going on in the chat and it's brilliant. So thank you all so much. Please go check out Tales of Tilnar on YouTube, hosted by the one and only Samau in the DM's chair. Lots of crazy antics, great bunch of players, really in-depth roleplay as well as absolute shenanigans. So please go check that out. And I suppose that brings me to the big point of tonight. As you will see in the chat, we have finally hit the affiliate mark. We hit those 50 followers on Saturday afternoon, I believe it was. And so yeah, at the break today, we will announce our very lucky winner of the NPC character contest, who will also be getting a dice box and the Malt and Magic t-shirt thrown in. That's what we promised, that's what we said we were going to do, and we are going to follow through. But yes, people can now subscribe to the channel, so please do subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying what we're doing at the minute, enjoying what we're doing so far, please subscribe to the channel. We are working on getting all the various things set up, things like emotes, all those sorts of different things that go on Twitch that, I'll be honest, I have no idea about, but luckily Samau does, so I'm just going to let him run with it. I will stick to Dungeon Master and leave it at that. But yeah, so we've got an exciting night. We've got a lot to get through. There will most certainly be adult language, definitely be adult humour. Let's get to it.
Can I get a hell yeah?
Oh yeah! Massive grin on my face. Hell yeah! How
You only get to
amazing.
kill us all tonight, man.
Yeah. Imagine that.
We hit 50.
Campaign 2
Campaign
starts
2
next
starts.
week because
That was the secret goal of getting to 50 was I get to kill all my players on that Monday.
You get how to pick how they die.
Yeah, the person who wins the
It is
competition secretly
amazing.
gets to decide how we die. That's what it is.
Absolutely.
That's what he's not telling us.
Just thank you very
good.
much, guys. Thank
All
you.
good. Yeah, absolutely. I think a massive heartfelt thank you from the four of us. It's been one hell of a journey getting here. And one hell
I've
of a
got a
journey.
horrible
I
feeling
know we were all
I promised a
messaging.
topless jacuzzi stream or something because I never thought we'd get here. I hope that's not the
I thought
case.
that was 100.
It's not like
That was
it's not
100,
like
I think.
these- Oh, that's all right then.
So another 49
You still have
followers,
time
and
to
there
get
you
to
go,
jacuzzi,
people.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, unless there's a free the nipple petition on the chat, I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon.
I am creating the emotes and all the bits, so I can make that one if we want. If we really want.
No, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all.
Well, it's already hit craziness already. But made the DM choke. Not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but yeah, there we go. Anyway, where were we? Yes, a massive thank you to everyone. We are working on the various bits for the Twitch stream, as we say. We'll probably do a bit of an update of the look and feel for the Twitch channel as well. Lots of things to come. We are discussing our next goal, and we think it's going to be 50 subscribers. So when we hit the 50 subs mark, we will then do something else. So we will let you know about that when we get there. But for tonight, we're all just going to revel in the fact that we got to 50 followers. We are officially at the affiliate level, and we can have a lot more fun with this. So you can get your nice emotes. There'll be bits and all sorts going on. So however you choose to support us, whether it's just in the chat, whether you choose to subscribe, whether you choose to follow, whatever you are doing to support us, we love you all. So thank you all so much. And with that, let's go down the line. So, for those new to the channel, for those who have watched us every week, I am Matt, I'm the Dungeon Master, and I also play the psychic character of Bothrid.
I am Danny and I play Ander Splinterthorn, the lovable rogue bard who plans on talking us out of all of our troubles tonight.
Let's hope so.
With a
Let's
stabbing
hope.
dagger.
Hello, I am Simao, and I play Kirik Gravetusk, and I am slowly but surely becoming a 70s porn star with my mustache. So there's 2 more weeks of this, so we'll see what happens.
I approve this message.
Oh dear. I'm Dave. I play Dargon, the Goliath fighter warlock. Yeah, I don't know how to follow that, to be brutally honest.
I think we'll just leave it at 70s porn mustache for tonight.
Yeah.
Good stuff. So, last we left off, we had an episode. It was a lot of fun, so a lot of conversations were had. I heard that, yeah.
I really hope that becomes the new standard. We had an episode last week. Let's jump in now.
That's it for the recap. Last week we had an episode, and here we go. So lots and lots of conversations had to begin with. A lot of role play at the beginning with the Malt Masters, understanding what's going on, preparing various things, and of course, our spending spree, which actually did Mephisto out of a bit of money, I think. So well done there, with some good trading. With whoever's running Mephisto's now, because you didn't get her name. And following that, made your way back up to the Malt Master's Keep, into the war room, and decided on your next course of action, and had a bit of a choice where to go, as Feltag had made his presence known once again. And you either could have gone to Deluin, or Ephirduin, River's End. Chose to go to Deluin to deal with the prophecy situation and try and find the next part of the prophecy. Feltag chose to come along with the promise that you would then head from Deluin to River's End to try and find Captain Swift and understand what was going on. So you were teleported by the distiller to a cave in the Platinum Peaks, and then made your way around a little bit and down the Platinum Peaks to try and get towards Deluin, encountered a strange giant-like creature that just had an aura of death-like energy coming off of it. Defeated that, a little bit shaken. Not too disturbed. I was about to say stirred then, but that was going to be a really, really piss-poor pun, so I gave up with it. So, yeah, defeated the giant. A few scraps, a few scratches and scrapes even. I'm totally distracted tonight, can you tell? Made your way down the peak and into the plains to head towards Deluin. As you approached closer to Deluin, there was no warning. There was just this... as this huge, great fireball raced its way towards you and impacted the ground, dealing a fair bit of damage to most of you. As you can see by the statistics on the screen there, viewers. And following that, a squadron of elven warriors had come out of the gates and surrounded you and demanded you drop your weapons. And this is where we begin tonight's session with the 4 of you, 5 of you even, with Feltag involved, surrounded by these elven warriors. What are we doing?
I have a slight retcon request, if that's possible.
Okay.
When we got hit, did we then see the guards leave the behind the walls? Like, how far away are we from the walls, basically?
So you were probably about 50 to 70 feet away from the walls.
Okay.
And as you were picking yourselves up, the elven warriors were sort of running out towards you.
Okay, as kind of we're picking ourselves up, and I see that they are all coming towards us. I would like to look at Dargon and say, "Trust me, I will grab." I can only remember Tiamat, but that's not the name of the Timiel's. Yes, so I'll grab Timiel's rat, and I will cast Wrist Pocket on it.
Wait, what?
Okay.
So that it disappears.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
If they recognize that sword, then they might not be too happy about it.
What's wrong with the sword? Give me my sword back.
It belongs to a different god than the ones that...
The guards surround
Okay,
You don't have to give it.
I'm trusting you. I'm trusting you. Oh, fuck.
Hi.
Weapons on the ground, now.
Can we talk first?
Weapons on the ground, now.
Oh, fine.
I'll grab both hand axes
Right.
and just lob them to the floor, dig into the ground. Chunk.
I'll take the bow off, I'll take the quiver off. It's alright, I'll pick you back up in a minute as I put the dagger down.
Stab them. Drag on.
Later.
Dargon's also going to go
Timiel's Wrath, are you there?
in his mind.
Nothing.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, he's nervous now. Look,
Bothrid, seeing you
followed
do
your
this, is going to
requests.
take out the Javelin of Lightning and just place it down, and the Vicious Great Club. Place that down, the double-bladed quarterstaff. Place that on the floor.
I can assure you we are allies.
Allies or not. Many, many foes in this area. We are constantly attacked. Follow us. And you notice that some of the Elven Warriors collect up your discarded weapons and then form this almost like a bit of an honor guard around you, actually. But you know it's not to protect you, it's protect themselves and the city. And they all begin to sort of do this slow march jog back towards the gates. You have to keep yourselves sort of up to speed with them, or at speed with them. As you approach the city, the walls are these huge sort of 60-foot high dark stone walls with bastions and parapets spaced evenly along the walls. And you notice the gate in front of you is this huge great iron portcullis, but very intricately carved and created. And as they approach, it raises, but does not raise very high, barely enough for Dargon's head to pass underneath, before it then slams down as you pass by a small farmstead with a windmill and into the city proper. And there's these cobblestone floors. And actually the city itself is quite dingy for an elven city. Does not remind you of River's End whatsoever. There's less of the grandiose architecture and a lot more just, it's almost like standard housing, if you want, standard sort of common housing. Some of the houses also seem a lot smaller than you are used to seeing.
So it doesn't actually look like it's just been run down. It actually looks like it's been like this for a very long time. It's sort of designed like this. Okay.
Absolutely. You can also see from where you are, even on the road now, that the path itself, this singular track that leads into the city and beyond, you see that opens out into a plaza, and there looks like there's maybe some market stalls or stuff at the end, and then there is this huge, great, white-barked tree in the middle of it. In full bloom, these sort of bluey-green leaves, tealish leaves that grow out, and it is a massive, massive tree.
As we're walking, I want to be kind of looking around. I still have seeing visibility up. Do I see anything like around us, or particularly like maybe taking control of the dark arts? I see into the ethereal plane as well, if that makes any difference. So it's weird. Kirik's on an acid trip right now.
Dripping.
I would say every now and again you see sort of a wispy shadow, which you would understand is some form of like ethereal being, if you like. Doesn't look like there's anyone that is using the dark arts for any purposes to hide right now, at least not from what you can tell.
All right.
Your passive perception is definitely good enough for now to see anything like that. You do notice as you sort of come closer to this plaza, this central area, that there is a temple to the right-hand side of the tree, which you kind of work out will be like the southern edge of the city based on the direction you're coming from, out towards the coast. And this huge great temple with an elven-like figure stood outside, and a great marble statue of this elven figure. When I can pull up Hero Forge, because it's not loading, I'll give you a description of what this elven figure looks like. Give me a second. Come on, Hero Forge. There we go. That one. So, the elven figure themselves, fairly androgynous, no clear gender, if you like, or at least symbols of gender, but this braid of hair, pointed ears, this long flowing top of sorts, and in their hand they hold an orb.
Ooh.
And on a pendant around their neck you would see a very clear symbol.
Does the
Do
orb
I recognize what the deity is?
Make
Even
a
if it's-
religion check with advantage for yourself, being a
I shall.
sage.
Religion check. $19.
Okay. The symbol is like this four-pointed star with two crescent shapes that then wind their way and cut across it. You would recognize this symbol as the icon, the symbol of the Arc Heart, or the Arch Heart, also known as Corellon. You would also know a fair amount about that particular deity. It is one of the strongest elven deities, or one of the most followed elven deities. There is one other as well that you're aware of. You know that the the commandments, if you like, of Corellon are very much around creativity and inspiration and finding beauty, seeking out lost treasures, forgotten sites, ancient artistic works, and you rolled a 19, you said, yeah?
Yeah.
You would also remember that Corellon has a particular enemy, although that name escapes you right now.
Ooh.
Cool. I'll kind
Sorry,
of
Dargo,
whisper.
you're asking me a question as well.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Corinne.
Yeah, do we recognise the orb? Does it remind me of anything like when we were going up to the, what was it, gravesite of the dragon? Brain has failed me now.
The orb.
There was some sort of orb that
The
Anna
magical
charged in a
orbs when we
tent.
were
Yeah,
under the ruins of Iscalian.
Iscalian in the tent above
Sorry,
Iscalian.
no. This it's just a marble orb in the
Okay,
statue's
fine.
hand.
That's fine. Yep, cool.
Yeah, when we hear the word orbs, we get a bit nervous now, you see.
Orbs, doors, anything like that.
All good.
I'll kind of nudge Ander as I realise Corellon, and I whisper in Sylvan, I guess. Say, well, they might like you here. They enjoy the arts, at least.
Or I could play him a song. Do him a little dance.
You could.
Is that all said in Sylvan?
Whispered, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good to know.
They
You
speak
reach
Sylvan.
now-
It's hands down.
It's fine if they do.
You can't
Not saying anything bad.
because that would be suspicious.
Yeah, I did think
Maybe
about
you
this.
can't
I was
drop
like,
comments in the chat like
maybe
that
not.
and not expect me to be distracted. Anyway, so as you now enter this plaza, you are led around the tree to the front of the temple, where the guards then sort of bring you forward and then push you down to your knees. Push all four of you down to your knees. Or at least attempt to push you down to your knees if anybody resists.
There's resistance, but still do it.
Okay.
I will just say you could have just asked as I reluctantly go to my knees.
Easy.
Silence.
Just be fucking sure.
And the guards are gonna form a circle around you. And one figure in this greenish leather armor, a bow slung across their back, and a very intricate quarterstaff, much like Kirik's, but made from wood and metal. Much like Bothrid's brain engage. They step forward. Who comes before Lord Rendriel?
Is it the dude who looks like Lord Rendriel asking us that, or one of his minions? Sorry.
That is just a guard that came down from
Okay.
somebody in this green leather armor with the intricate double-bladed quarterstaff and a bow slung across their back, and they have come down the steps from the temple, basically, and asked this question of you all.
I'll be honest, we had come to help you with your predicament, but I'm starting to change my mind. I'm not going to lie.
Say that again. Jesus.
What predicament?
Well, your hostility is obviously for a reason. You're worried about an imminent attack, right?
We are always under imminent attack.
But
Oof.
demons this time, correct?
There are always demons, devils from the Black City. We are the closest. We are the bastion.
Oh, well, he's now bloody brilliant. Okay, now they could have told us
Make an
this when they
inside
were
check.
coming down.
Absolutely.
I was going to say, well, it looks like you've got it all covered then. We'll just go then, yeah?
That would be a natural 20 for a 30.
Oh, some of that.
First roll.
You know his
of the
inside
night.
leg measurement.
Natural 20.
Yeah.
This guy is guarded. Not angry, just direct. They don't. You get the feeling they do not deal with much shit around here at all. Like, there's no nonsense around here. It's straight to the point, very direct.
So you must, if you're always under attack, then you must know the way that these demons and devils deal with hostility. Does it seem like we are behaving in the same manner?
There are many devils who seek forms of others and weave their way into the hearts of common folk. You will be tested.
Great.
And he is going to lift the double-bladed quarterstaff. And as he lifts it, the guards part.
Who does he think he is,
Steps
Moses?
Steps up.
Who's
brings the
Moses?
double-bladed quarterstaff down.
He was a... I'll tell you about him. He was a bard.
Will you two shut up?
Sorry.
No, he was a storm sorcerer. If he could part the seas, he'd have to be a...
Yeah.
We'll talk about that later. That's a rabbit hole. That is a rabbit hole.
Quiet.
Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
Alright, is he coming towards us holding a double-bladed quarterstaff?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Slowly but surely.
I stand
It's
up.
hovering by Bothrid's head right now.
Fucking stand up. You know.
Okay. A guard, as you go to stand up, 2 guards in fact, are going to grab you by the shoulders and
Strength
shove you back
check.
down. I need, yep.
Full
just a strength check.
on. No fucking way.
Will be at disadvantage for you because there are 2 of them.
Okay. Strength. Oh, it's not a saving throw. Bollocks. Never mind. Oh, it's a natural 20 and a 12. Makes it 17.
So as you go to stand up, these 2 guards between them just stay down, or you will be slaughtered on sight.
You point a weapon at me and I'm going to defend myself. What the hell is this going on?
It is a test. And with that,
Dagon, if they
leaning down
do
towards-
anything, if they do anything badly to Bothrid, we will retaliate. But for now,
You're damn
seems
right
like-
we will.
He says it
see
nicely.
the rage bubbling underneath Bothrid right now. Like it is almost there. He's going to take the double-bladed quarterstaff and just
Stroking his ears.
draws it back across Bothrid's cheek, and it just very shallow cut, but the cut bleeds. Well, 1. Spins it round, brings it to you under. Stay still. Slices you across the cheek.
Well,
Very clean cut. Very shallow
just
cut.
caught hepatitis off Bothrid. Cheers.
Oh, there's the other side, by the way.
Oh, that's okay.
Double-bladed.
Okay.
With that quick wipe, as they do,
What are you testing for with this?
brings it to you, Kirik.
Testing
Waits
with
for you to sort of
us. No demons.
waits to see if you resist or make any movement. And as you don't,
I consider casting banishment, but I won't.
brief moment of a death stare
Yeah.
into this guy's eyes as
Yeah,
he then brings it back
definitely.
round to Dargon, your cheek. And even knelt down, you are sort of at head height with this.
Watch the beard.
I can't want to cast Enlarge on Dargon for a laugh.
Just fucking turn into a bear. Just, why not?
So with that, with all 4 of you with these now shallow cuts on your cheeks, he just spins the double blade quarterstaff. You are not devils or demons. Now, what business do you have in the city of Deluin?
Dargon tries to stand up again.
As you stand up this time, the guards
comfortable?
don't restrain you. They step back, and they are still around you. At this point, there's a little bit of a crowd begun to gather. Make me perception checks, please.
Sweet.
Ooh,
Yeah.
perception.
Oh no, that's better than I thought.
Everyone, sorry.
Yeah.
14.
19.
21.
Yeah. Okay. So all of you would get like a brief glance around at the crowd now for me. You can see there's a lot of elves, but also there's a surprising amount of halflings and gnomes. There are very, very few humans.
I bet I stick out like a sore thumb then.
You and me both. Well, all four of us probably.
Actually, yeah.
I ask.
Well,
you, what business?
we
do you
came
have?
to help. We
Help
heard
with
that you
what?
might be. We came to help with your problem. River's End is. Is River's End? River's End. River's End is
River's
under
End.
siege, and we have heard
We are
that you.
aware.
Well, we have heard that they've sent envoys to gather some reinforcement, and we were curious as to why your leader hasn't sent any help to his daughter.
Yeah, I mean, what he means is we heard you couldn't send help to your sister city, so we thought you might be in more dire straits. So we've chose to come and rescue you first, or help you out of your predicament before we go to River's End. We have a strong relationship with Lena, so we thought her father might welcome us with open arms, but that appears not to be the case by the look on your face.
You dare use Mistress Mirafir's name in this city. You are not worthy.
No, we're on a first name basis, it's fine.
You will show the respect that is required.
Yeah,
By the way,
you're misunderstanding. Me and Lena have a mutual respect. It's you and me who are not having some respect being passed back and forth right now.
Love it when players get gobby.
By the way, can I see the guard who has my hand axes?
No, they are currently all behind you.
And if I turn around and I can't find him at all, I can't see him.
Oh, if you turn around,
Yeah.
then yes, one of the two guards that had pushed you down, you can see the hand axes are sort of placed on the floor around them. All of your weapons are sort of placed on the floor, sort of just around them, near them.
Dargon being totally not interested in this conversation, just can't help. He's going to turn around and just going to sort of gesture like a, can I have him back?
And with that, the guards pull out their double-bladed quarterstaffs.
Oh, what, so you trust us, but you don't want to give our weapons back? Or what are you going to do with it?
We did not say
Oh,
we
what are you?
trust you. We said you are not demons or devils.
I want to use suggestion on him, but I don't know if he'll know I'm doing that.
No.
You say you know Mistress Mirafir.
Yes.
As far as we are concerned, the River's End is lost. If they cannot defeat this enemy on their own.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to get in the middle of family drama, but can we see him or not? If not, we'll be on our way.
Andrea,
If you don't want any help, I'm not prepared to give it.
how can 4 of you hope to help a city with this army?
I think that's our cue, lads. They don't want our help.
Sounds like it. Well, we'll
Yeah.
be on our way then.
Give us my stuff back, I'll see you later.
You have entered our city walls now. You know something? You come here for a reason. Help is not it.
Well, I mean, I was thinking about telling you about the band of people we see across the plains, but I don't think I will now, actually.
What band of people?
Well, that's for us to know now, isn't it?
I'll lean into Kirik at this point because I'm just trying to think. I think Kirik's taller than Ander, so hopefully I can lean over a little easier, and I'll just be like, "What about what we're also here for?" And I will say it quietly, but I obviously realise I might need to make some sort of check for that.
Nope, a perception.
I'll give you. Yeah, I know what you mean.
As this tension rises and rises,
I was saying
carry
with
on.
a message in my head to Dargon. I'll try and get us an audience with Thingy. I can't remember his name. Lena's dad.
Erendriel.
Erendriel, thank you. I know you said ethereal. So
That's not the name of someone else.
Nope. That's just a thing. Ethane, that's the one. So I will tell you about what we saw on the road if you take me to Erendriel. Us to Erendriel.
And with that moment,
It's above
there is this
your station.
horn that blows. And you hear more
dinner's ready.
footsteps of God. As this group of probably about 30 of the guard now come out, and following them is this carriage pulled by 2 grand horses. Leads up to the front of the temple, and the guards that were sort of leading this now form a ring, sort of a semicircle in front of the temple between you and this carriage. The carriage doors are opened. You don't see who steps out, but then the guards part, and a sort of middle-aged looking elf steps forward in this very ornate metallic sort of armor, a long flowing green cape around them, hood sort of lent back, this white sort of arse length hair, and a very, very, very elven defined but ornate crown on their head. And without a word they step forward, and the guard sort of move to the side, and then steps up behind the guard that's been speaking to you. The guard turns, drops down to a knee. My lord. Who are they? They have not said, my lord. We have done the test.
In our defence, they haven't asked. And then
opportunity.
I'll bow to the man as he looks at us.
Erendriel's going to look at you. I did not ask you, boy. Be quiet, and I will talk to you in a minute.
This is pushing on my buttons.
Seen as you have spoken without turn, who are you?
We are your allies, and the allies of River's End.
Cannot just walk into my city and claim to be my ally. I asked you who you are.
The Wardens of the Vale, of course.
Wardens of the Vale. This means nothing. If they are not going to be forthcoming, lock them up.
Alright, fine. I'm Dargon, this is Kirik, that's Ander, that's Bothrid, right? Look, we've been looking after places up north, and we're trying to sort this place out. We're down here to help. We know some of your family or something.
What?
The Wardens of the Vale, right?
We heard
What
you
are you
under
here to
siege,
help
and we
with?
came to help.
You
We're
have...
not under siege.
Well, you will be very shortly. Because it's on its way, we've seen it.
This city has stood for centuries. We have withstood many a siege and come through it the other side unscathed. What makes you think this is any different from before?
Because a number of other cities have fallen in the past couple of days and weeks. something is growing, and it will be worse. And if you think that you can take it down again, you will be mistaken.
Of course it's growing. It's been growing for centuries still.
Oh, so you don't
Just
want any more
because-
help? You don't want us to be here? You don't want us to help?
Excuse me. I am king here.
I'll see Ander do that, but like... My apologies, my liege.
Remember your place. This is my city. I trust very, very few. You have given me nothing to trust you by.
I mean-
Wardens of the Vale, I know nothing of this group.
Well, you're lucky because we've been going around saving half of Nyland, so obviously our paths haven't
Saving
crossed yet
Nyland?
because you.
Were you there at Moonbright when Moonbright fell? Did you do anything to prevent my daughter's city from being besieged?
In
What
that
of
defense, we heard
Excalion?
about
Were you
that.
there when the dragon rose?
We would try to prevent that. You're welcome. Where were you? Nowhere to be seen.
And what of Greenflower? And the islands to the east?
I'll have you know, Kirik single-handedly rid Greenflower of all the demons and the dead and the evil. So
Shut the fuck up, Panda. Shut the fuck up.
he's besmirching our names. We're big deals. He needs to know that.
From what I am hearing everywhere you go, something bad happens, and now you land on my doorstep.
Do you know that River's End hasn't fallen yet?
We received word that they required help,
And you
but
didn't
having
send
fought
it.
these enemies for a long time, my trust is all but gone. My own son sought to trust an outsider, and look where that got him.
But you still
Do you have a mage? Do you have a mage amongst you?
Why do you ask?
I will slowly reach into my bag, and I will take out the candles. Yeah, sure. I will give them a look, reach out towards, take out the candle, and I will place it ready. And I'll say, "Do you recognize what this is?"
Clicks his fingers, and a robed figure steps up from. They look like they must have been in the carriage. Sort of peel the hood back, and as they peel the hood back, you see a young elven woman, absolutely stunning. Her hair is a bluish colour, and she has these strange arcane symbols on her cheeks. She kneels down at the candle and looks at you. Her eyes, almost a violet-like colour, meet yours for a second as she then looks down at this candle and just places her hand around the candle. Don't look at chat when you're trying to do a serious moment, it's not good. Places her hands around the candle and begins to mutter something under her breath. And this takes about 10 minutes. Erendriel does not move. That smug, stern look on his face doesn't waver. The guards themselves, who are now in this sort of ready position, do nothing. As 10 minutes pass, she then stands. It is not a weapon. She pulls the hood back up and walks past Erendriel, through the guards and back to where the carriage is.
Do you know where the other half is? I shout to her.
So what if I do?
Seems like pertinent information.
Can I say
She has it.
with message into Dagon's head for him to pull out his River's End coin that Lena gave him, because it might make them trust us.
Yeah. I mean, didn't we only get one? Or did you give...
I gave mine to Captain Swift.
Yeah, we only got one.
Oh shit, I gave it to Captain Swift.
Yeah.
Ball bags!
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I haven't seen that in my inventory, so we have the one.
Yuck.
So the mage, as you sort of ask her this question, just sort of nonchalantly, she has it. And Rendriel's going to turn to you. My daughter has the other candle, then.
Correct.
And you wish to...
I received a message from her not a day ago, asking for our help. Instead of going there, we came to you because we thought that you were in a worse situation.
My lord, I understand losing your son is hard. Do not lose another family member.
About my son. You see the eyebrow twitch.
Don't lose someone else. Help them. We'll help you. We are here to help.
Escort them to the keep. You are all bundled to your feet.
I am not going to a prison cell this day.
I did not say a prison cell, I said to the keep. We will
Well, let me
discuss
walk away
more
on free will.
there. You can walk.
Well, tell Mr. Hansy to let go. I can get up on my own volition, thank you very much.
I could quite easily have you slaughtered here in the street. Are you going to be quiet and come where I tell you?
I could quite have... Oh, no, I'll bite my tongue.
I'll grab my candle, put it in my bag, and I'll move.
I'm going
will
to turn
say
around
to-
and make sure that our weapons get picked up. Keep
I'm
it-
glad I've got the
Weapons
message
down.
collectorate now, because I would like to say to Dargon, again, with message in my head, when I am king, his head is the first to roll.
As Bothrid is picked up, you can see his fists are clenched tight and he is physically vibrating at this point.
Am I close to Bothrid?
I'm kind of happy to put a quick in Bothrid
Ander
and let
is
him go
next
off,
to
to be
Bothrid.
honest.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I'm quite happy for Bothrid to crack on if he wants.
Bothrid is just like visibly shaking at this point. His eyes just wide and like pupils down to pinpricks.
If I see this, I will say quietly, easy, Bothrid, easy. I know I'm riled too.
And you're all led beyond the plaza, and you sort of walk around this huge great tree. Kirik, with your passive perception, at the base of the tree, into what looks like a very, very large root, there is a carving of what looks like either a halfling or a gnome. It's difficult to tell from this distance, but certainly one of the smaller races of the world. The only thing you catch a glimpse of as you are then ushered on is it too has some sort of carved emblem on a necklace type thing as part of the carving. And then you're whisked away as you are led all the way around the tree to the north, and then the path takes a turn to the east, and you can see where the walls come together to two more bastions and another huge great iron gate. You are then led through this gate, which again rises up just enough to let the carriage through, the carriage being the tallest point now. As it goes through, and you follow shortly after. The guards then allow Arendriel to make his way into the castle, which you see is this huge gothic looking like castle, not elven in the slightest. There's very little elven architecture here from what you can tell.
Do we recognize the architecture at all?
Make me a straight wisdom check, please.
I've just noticed your t-shirt somehow. I don't know why. That is badass.
That is a straight wisdom, yeah?
Straight wisdom.
11.
Difficult for you to tell, really. From looking around the town, it looks like there's an amalgamation of different types of architecture. And as I said, there's houses that are built to be lived in by medium-sized folk, and then folk that are on the smaller size as well. Arendriel disappears into the castle at this point, and then his guards sort of follow him in. And after a few minutes, each of you feel this small little shove in your back as you're ushered forward into the castle. You go up the steps through these sort of giant black wood doors that open again, only barely enough for you all to fit in. And probably a guard of about 10 or so follow you in. The rest stay outside as the doors then slam shut. And you can hear in the distance the as the iron gate is lowered once again. The hubbub from outside disperses. You are led through a dimly lit hallway. There are tapestries and paintings on the walls that are very difficult to make out because it's just very, very dim light.
Are the remaining guards one of them holding our weapons, or have they stayed outside?
All your weapons are still near you.
Okay, cool.
You are led through these winding corridors, past doors and different entrances and different corridors, and led to a gold inlaid door, which the guard at the front gets to and just knocks on 3 times, and the door is opened and light instantly hits you. As you step into this room, or are ushered into this room, you can see at the far end there is a raised platform, a golden throne, and suspended from the ceiling is a chandelier type thing, but in the shape of that same symbol which you saw around the neck of the marble statue outside. And it is that symbol which seems to give off this glow of light. Again, Kirik, with your passive perception, as you pay close attention to this chandelier, you can see hundreds of tiny little candles that are in there and just give this light effect that fills the room as the light refracts off this giant chandelier. Seated on the throne, with a long sword laid against one side and one of the double-bladed quarterstaffs on the other side, is Arendriel. And he sits with one leg rested atop the other. His hands just come together in front of his face as his head sort of lifts up, and he just sort of beckons you all forward and then points in front of him. 4 wooden chairs are brought and placed in front of you. Sit.
Sit down.
Does the leader here, because when we was in Moonbright, the leader was under some form of spell which made him a grumpy old cunt. Does he look to be under a similar thing, or would I be able to tell that?
Like a Helm's Deep kind
Would
of situation.
you like to make an Arcana check?
I would love to.
It was exactly a Helm's Deep situation, because that's where I ripped that one off from.
Took inspiration
Power
from,
here,
not plagiarised.
Gandalf the Grey.
Yeah.
It was full on.
15, my roll.
You don't get the feeling of any magic around Arendriel himself or anything like that. You do, however, distinctly feel some magic from both the sword and the quarterstaff. A gentle hum.
You say that Kirik sat down, and have you sat down?
I'm going to stand behind the chair, leaning on the back of the chair, like a cool, badass rebel.
Dargon's just going to go up to Ander, put his hand on his shoulder and just be like, I'm no good at this politics, lot. I am going to try and let you lead. Maybe a little bit of we got off on the wrong foot.
I mean, it's hard to be charming. He's such a prick.
I believe in you. I believe in you. And I just go and walk and sit down in the chair.
I can still hear you, you know.
Yeah.
I sit down in the chair. I keep quiet.
Bothrid
I do
sits
think
down
we've
with
made some bad
such
first
force.
impressions, though.
Bothrid sits
We
down
should
with such
probably,
force that you can hear a and then his hands grip the arms as he just sort of still sits there vibrating. Ander, sorry, you were saying.
I think we got off on the wrong foot. My friend here is literally about to explode. I think we
And I
should
suggest you calm
introduce
him
ourselves
down.
again. That's not really up to me. He's kind of his own beast. I can't really. If anything, you should be the one to calm him down by being a bit more hospitable. Probably that might help. He's a ticking
Have I
time bomb
not
waiting to go
offered
off.
you a seat?
Yeah, that's like offering me an ice pack after you've punched me in the face.
Would you like me to punch you in the face?
Well, I'd like to see you try, but no, you're doing it again. You want to remember? Let's start again. We're going to start again on the right foot. Hello, I am Ander Splinterthorn. Pleasure to meet you.
His brows furrow as you mention your name.
Fuck.
You say
Should have used my
Splinterthorn.
maiden name. Yes. Last of his name.
There's a side-eye glance to the guard. The guard moves not an inch.
Was that a look of recognition on the name, or was it?
Would you like to make an insight check?
Yes, please.
Captain
Should have said
Insight?
Horn Raven. Bollocks.
That is another natural 20 for a 30. That's what you get when you roll
Shit,
with
Kieran's on
advantage.
fire.
Save him for combat.
That was not just a look of recognition, but also a brief flash of fear or concern.
Yes.
Interesting.
That remember little thing in there, mate.
What's on the hoodie, somehow?
That's the shield for my D&D youth club.
Nice.
Nice. So shout out to that youth
Oh, he's a
club. You've
walking
got an
marketing
amazing
slogan
DM.
today.
Yeah.
I am, yeah. It's just really warm, and I really like it.
Oh, I don't think you should be spending time with kids with that mustache.
Cheers, Danny.
Yeah, let's
Why
hope
do you not
some of
drive
those
around
employers
with that?
aren't listening to this. Oh dear.
That's fine.
Anyway, the kids are all safe. As I say, kids, you've got an
Swiftly
amazing
on.
DM.
Yeah.
You're going to have an awesome time there. Anyway, back to this situation. That flash of recognition that Kirik notices. Well, Mr. Splinterthorn, take a seat and let us discuss like adults.
I shall.
I am King Erendriel Mirafir, the leader of Deluin, and I have been the leader for many a century. Your vibrating friend here, who is he?
He's Bothrid. He was he's a good friend of ours. We helped him out quite a while back, and he's been brilliant ever since. He is, however, great in a fight, not so great when he gets pushed about. So he will calm down in a minute.
Well,
That's who he
Bothrid,
is. Yeah.
no harm will come to you or your friends in here as long as everything remains civil.
Andy, you hear that?
Yep. That's right.
Bothrid takes a deep,
Sun's getting real
shaky
low.
breath. Stay seated.
Think of your garden, Bothrid. Your garden, yeah? Your plants. Think of them.
Yes, yes, Dogon. Oh,
Good lad.
very well. And you, half-orc?
My name is Kirik. Kirik Stormcarver. I am a historian. I research. I travel with these fine gentlemen.
Make me a deception check, please.
Yeah. Wait, that's not bad, actually. That's an 18.
Stormcarver, you say?
Yes.
Well met, Kirik Stormcarver. And you, Goliath. You rolled a 2 and a 4, by the way, and he gets advantage on those checks.
I got advantage on my deception as well.
I was going to say, at some point, I think
I should have
Ander
done a
and
straight
Dargon
roll
need to
because
make...
Ander and Dargon probably were like,
I love that. I'm the one who can lie, but I'm the one who's telling the truth. What's happening?
Dargon, Nalakutha, at your service. Called Dargon the Brave to most people.
Well, bravery is one, or bravery is to one, stupidity is to another.
Yeah, well, that's what my wife used to say.
Sounds like a wise woman. Now, you claim to have come to help me. As you can see,
Yes.
I need no help.
Look,
So what
let
else
me ask you again.
brings you to Deluin?
Pride aside, are you in trouble?
No.
If that horde we see on the plains made it to your gates, would you need our help?
These gates have not fallen in over 1,000 years.
Neither had Moonbrights, but look where they are.
Moonbright? Huh. Moonbright was once a pig farm.
Yes, but it was also guarded by one of the mightiest warriors I've ever seen in my life.
Oh, you mean that lackey of Cord?
Alright, let's not start making it about religion. Everybody's entitled to worship who they want. Thank you.
I've just
As
rolled
I
an
can
intelligence
see.
check for Dargon, just to see whether this is going to be the thing, and I am now going to, inside my head, because we had a conversation earlier, in my head, say to Ander, what about the prophecy?
amazing.
And just wait for a response.
Hello, Ander, 1 2 1 2.
Amazing. So you can see Dargon with a bit of a
just like looking at Ander like,
Breaker.
confused look on his
So you-
face.
You are not concerned at all about the incoming forces.
We will deal with them the same way we have always dealt with the hordes of the Black City.
So you are not
believe
worried
you
that
felt
Is he-
you will
is he-
let the content- Here's special purposes. And nobody else did it.
go
Let's
for it.
just be on my own. Ah, maybe
Yeah,
I'll
no,
just
sorry,
like-
go for it.
I fucking lost my thought now. Yeah, so with you saying you've been under siege for centuries, I get your proximity to the Black City, but they could quite easily bypass you. Do you have
How so?
something worthy
By
to protect?
masquerading
that-
as
that
4
makes-
individuals and walking through my gate?
We've
Well,
already
no, that'll be a
established
silly thing to do.
a foundation of trust, haven't we? Let's not erode that now. Let's build on that. So, why do you think you're a target? Is there something important that you're protecting other than the city itself that could make you a target? If so, that is probably what we can help you with.
It's going to eye you suspiciously for a moment. We are a target because we have always been the first and last line of defense in this world against those from the city.
Is he telling the
This
whole
is not
truth?
a new war. Make an insight check.
It's a similar speech that they give us about failure at River's End, isn't it?
That one is a 27.
There is something missing. He has skirted over a certain part of that question. I think you can figure out. Kirik definitely knows which bit as well.
So that's the only reason. It's not because you are guarding any sort of prophecy, is it?
Oh, we're
And
jumping
what
straight
would
into
you
that, are we?
know
Okay.
about a prophecy?
Well, mainly that we are it.
So it is true. You are the four from those silly little guild masters, hiding in their mountain caves. And my sister,
Oh.
who thinks she can control this realm.
I wouldn't call us hiding when we're stood right in front of you, eye to eye.
No, Ander.
But-
No. He's saying they're hiding. You know, like they're
Oh.
always. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right
Look,
about that, definitely.
I'm not going to lie, my lord. Yeah, we agree with you on that one. They have been on their feet for years, all right? So, yeah. But we're here now, and we're trying to sort it.
Yeah.
We also didn't introduce ourselves as the lackeys of the Malt Masters. We introduced ourselves as the Wardens of the Veil. Two very different things.
Yeah, you could say the baton has been passed and we plan on doing things a little differently.
They may have brought us here, but we haven't actually, like... Yeah, we're not their lackeys anymore. And they know it.
But you are still beholden to them.
Like any ally, we'll take allies where we can get them. We have far too many
Yeah.
enemies that we like an ally or two. Simple as that.
And you think you can retrieve this prophecy, do you?
Bloody well hope so.
In a word, yes.
We've got one bit of it.
Two?
Oh, fuck.
Bits.
Yeah, we've got two bits of it.
So,
2 bits of the prophecy. Interesting.
I'm glad I didn't have to roll a deception check on that one.
and we was hoping that through our mutual friendship building, you might feel you could share the third piece with us. After
Well, I
all,
can't
if we figure
share
it out,
it, I do not have it. But I might know where it is.
Okay.
What will it cost us to know where it is then?
I like a man who is straight to the point, darling.
Well, you know, after all.
I will make you a deal. You will find this prophecy, and then you will bring it to me. Long have I guarded what is hidden beneath this city, and long have I sought to know what it says.
you mean you haven't been in and had a look?
As I said, many have tried. It is very well protected.
We
Right, okay.
we had someone who wanted to see part of the prophecy before, and they did not have particularly good intentions with it. How do we know you have the same?
I have but one goal in my existence, and that is to protect this city as I have done for centuries, and as I plan to continue to do for as long as there is breath in my body.
Can I make a totally useless insight check on that, please?
You can,
Well, I was going to inside that anyways.
I was going to say, but I mean, I've been talking. I've got to at least do it.
Ugh, that's lower.
9.
23.
Oh no, it's terrible.
Darling, as far as you're
It was a 4 and a
concerned,
13.
Yeah.
as far as you're concerned, Dargon, speaking every bit of the truth, Kirik, again, there's an omission there somewhere.
I'm sure you'll understand why we therefore had to ask. knowing what's happened to us in the past. But thank you for saying.
My lord, I apologize. I can't help but have noticed a couple of things. We are willing to bring the prophecy over. But in order to do that, we need to know that we are showing it to someone we trust. And it has been twice now that you have not told the whole truth.
I'm a king. What I choose to divulge and what I keep to myself are my secrets. When you come here with stature of something similar, then perhaps more secrets are revealed, or shall be revealed.
I will try not to look at Ander.
Make me a roll to try.
I will take that roll.
I rolled a 9, so I say there's definitely a side eye.
I was about to say I rolled a 19. I don't know what that means.
If you show us where the
Kirik,
prophecy
your
is
head
hidden,
sort of
I will
twitches
prove-
towards Thunder and you sort of try and mask it off.
I will prove to you that we are peers. I've said it without
You are
saying
a
it.
bastard child of a long broken line. Peers, we are definitely not.
Oh, I don't know. You did just admit I was a king just for a second there, just a little bit. Hashtag just saying.
We are absolute dickheads. We're absolute.
I'm sorry, I cannot but not just be myself for a minute on that one. Oh,
Yeah, but I kind of am a king, right? Kind of, a little bit. Come on.
Come on.
A little bit of a king.
I admitted nothing. As I said, you're a bastard in a broken line.
Well, give me a chance to prove that I am worthy of my name. Point me in the right direction.
Very well. Retrieve the prophecy and share it.
So where is
Be
it?
like
Doesn't
those
happen to be like
four
in a tavern
idiots
under a barrel or something, does
on
it?
a hill. I will show you where it is hidden when we are finished here. But as I say, do not be like those four idiots on the mountain, keeping secrets and hiding from the world.
No, we're hands-on kind of people.
Very well. Return their weapons.
Oh, yes. My beauty's here.
And there is
Here we
this
go.
very militaristic as they all the guards sort of come to attention, and the weapons that they're holding are now handed hilts first towards you in various different guises. So the hand axes are held out to you, Dargon. Bothrid's weapons are held out to him. And Bothrid sort of stands and shakily grabs the double-bladed quarterstaff and has to take a minute to just places on his back, shoves the javelin in its holster. And he sold the Vicious Great Club. I don't know why I said that. Ignore that. And as you receive your blade back, Sam King hears, stab him. Reclaim the line, boy.
I will say in my head, yeah, you may get your wish before this day's out.
Huzzah! For the glory of Nylon.
For Nyland. Oh, I said that one out loud.
Fucking determined tonight, aren't you? Jesus.
I'm giddy. That needs to be an emote or a t-shirt. For Nyland.
Yeah, that does.
You can't do it in an accent on a t-shirt though, that's the problem. You can't do the voice on a t-shirt, can you?
It's fine. It will mean everything to our viewers and loyal fans.
You,
Okay.
Isn't somewhere we might be able to take a short rest before or after you show us where this thing is? That fireball that we got greeted with did not do a bit of singeing.
Yeah.
Yes, they are effective, aren't they?
Yeah, you can say that again.
You may rest here. Bring them food. And some wine. Fetch the healer.
Very gracious. Very gracious.
And a couple of the guards sort of leave. Two others sort of exit out a side door. And Arendriel just sort of sits back and says nothing else, just waits. Doesn't seem to be in a hurry. Eventually, the two guards that exited the keep come back, and following them is the same robed elf from before. You can see now the bluish-like hair flowing out from underneath the hood. She just pulls it back. Yes, my lord. The boys are in need of healing. Not that I want to waste your talents or squander them, but if you do not mind. And she steps up to each of you and is going to cast a how are we looking? What have we got? Yeah, we'll do a 3rd level Cure Wounds on Kirik and Ander. Give me just a second. So I'm just going to roll once for the both of you.
Roger that.
Was not great. That is going to be math 17 points of healing to the two of you, which is not great. And then to Bothrid and Dargon will be a 2nd level Cure Wounds.
It takes you up to 96. That's nearly.
I mean, I
What are you on
assume.
That.
I was going to assume 89 for me.
So that's 8 plus 5. That will be
13.
11.
shit and corruption. Yeah, thank you.
13 to us.
Yeah, 13.
Sweet.
6 plus 5 is 11, though.
8 plus 5.
Oh, 8 plus 5 is 13, yeah. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So 13 points of healing to Bothrid and to Dargon. That should do for now. Is there anything else I can do for you, my lord? No, you may go. And she just lifts the hood up, bows once again, turns.
What? Weird question, but what did their cure wounds kind of looked or felt like?
So it was, as she placed sort of her hands on you, there was a distinct greenish glow and a feeling of how do I want to describe this? It's not dissimilar to how your cure wounds feels. Not warm, not cold, just that sort of tepid energy being from the Raven Queen. This almost feels like indifference flowing through you, be the way I describe it.
Interesting. Cool. Great. Are we allowed to remain here and catch our breath, my lord?
You are. And with that, then these trays of food and a couple of jugs of wine are brought in as well.
Cool. Are we about to take a short rest, ladies and gentlemen?
You are about to take a short rest.
If that is the case, can I spend the time eating, but also attuning to my new magical instrument?
Yes.
I might need it for the journey ahead. Oh.
Also, is he remaining in the room?
He has made no motion to move.
Shit. Okay. That is fine. I won't do anything then.
But you're gonna do some sketchy shit.
I was gonna use Harness Divine Power to get some spell slots back, but I ain't gonna now.
Historians don't do that.
So about
And not with
10
not
minutes
with him
in,
the room.
as you are sort of feasting and Anders got this instrument out, he sort of looks at it and he goes, I shall return in an hour.
Nice.
This bores me. And then we shall go on a little trip, you four and I.
Look forward to it, my liege.
Watch them. If they do anything out of... Well, if they do anything suspicious, I want it reported. The guards don't move. There are 2 at the entrance to this room, and 1 posted at each of the doors, which there are a door on either side of these throne rooms. They don't twitch, they don't move, they stand stoic still as Erendriel stands and makes his way over to one of the side doors, takes his weapons with him. And you have the hour. So Andy, you are tuning.
Aye.
Bothrid is eating, albeit suspiciously. Bothrid is actually also going to take... why does he not have that? It's alright, I'm just looking at my... Apparently all of Bothrid's spells have gone.
Oh. Okay, that hasn't happened to me. Good.
I'm not even sure
So,
how that's happened.
We went straight for that prophecy then, yeah?
Think so. Sorry, did you say there's a guard in the room
London,
still?
Yes, guys.
There are about 4 guards, but they're all... If you have a hushed conversation, they're not going to hear it. They are at the extremities of the room.
Right. Well, at the end of well, I assume like 15 or 20 minutes into this conversation, Rispok is going to run out, so I'll just have the hilt
Sing.
of. Oh, it lights up in my hand, does it? That's a
Oh
problem.
no, as it just appears.
Okay. No, I'll pass it on to Dargon.
Oh, thank you, my lovely.
I would keep that hidden for now.
Yeah. I'll go. Welcome back. In my head.
I can keep it away if you want.
You can
That
sod off.
was not fun.
Yeah, that
Can I
wasn't.
not go there again, please?
I didn't enjoy that either. Don't you worry. Right, I will sheathe the sword. Pat the hilt.
Okay, just while I sort Bothrid's spells out very quickly. Yeah, the one that I was going to get him to cast was he's going to look at this food and drink before you'll start eating, and he's going to cast Protection from Poison on...
I was going to say, do we need a hero's
Let me
feast?
do this.
I thought that was what was
I
coming.
ain't casting a spell.
No.
Not with these guys in the room.
Bothrid's going to cast Protection from Poison, all 3 of you. Because he's got resistance against it anyway.
Awesome. That's
So all 3 of those
resistance.
spell slots gone. That is at the beginning of the short rest. Not that he regains any spell slots, but...
Can I put
No,
my
that's for an hour?
defenses? That's resistance to poison and...
protection
It's just
from poison.
Protection from poison.
If it is poisoned, you neutralise the poison. For the duration, the target has advantage on saving throws against being poisoned, and it has resistance to poison damage. The duration is an hour.
Okay, so it's
So I could get one of my bardic inspiration slots back.
Resistant to poison, nice.
Ooh.
Cool. So is there
Short
anything
rest.
else going on while we're doing this short rest?
And I'm back up to full health because I used a
Yeah, I'm back at the
dice.
full.
Yeah, I'm back at full as well. I will utter a quiet, like in my head, prayer, so that I use harness divine power, and then that'll be all. I'll get my third and my second spell slot back.
Oh no, I can't do that. I'm already attuning to something.
There we go, that's Bothrid's spells done. He's going to take a quick short rest and use...
I was tempted, you know,
Um,
to ritual cast comprehend languages because no doubt there'll be some scripture on a puzzle we need to solve that we can't read, but I can just cast it when I need it.
Yeah.
let's use 3 of his barbarian hit die then. So roll them.
Because I'm already attuning, aren't I?
42 hit points left. Or back. That takes him up to 156. So he's 10 short.
Nice.
Excellent. Anybody else doing anything specific?
No, I suppose probably just a general chat.
Okay. Well, I think that's the perfect time for us to take a short break as a group then. Now, because we are at the short break, as we have hit 50 followers, it is time for the announcement of the very, very lucky winner of the dice box, the t-shirts, and the NPC character contest. So we did sort this out before stream and decided when we were going to reveal. So, can we have a drum roll, please?
Oh, I don't have a drum roll.
I was, literally just on the...
Apologies to all the
And the
podcast
very lucky
listeners.
winner... the very, very lucky winner is, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, is Baby... forgotten the last bit of the name now, where's it gone?
Baby,
Apologies.
or whatever.
Yeah, is
Baby
it
Brat.
Baby Brat? Baby Brat? There you go,
With kisses
Baby
and
Brat.
That one.
That's the one, Baby Brat. So, Baby Brat, if you're listening, if you're watching after the fact,
And a cast
we
smile
will drop
illusion
you
for confetti.
a direct message on Twitch itself.
Everything going off.
So yeah, we'll drop you a message on direct message on Twitch, and we'll try and get in touch if you're not currently on, which I don't think you are, which is fine. You have won a Dicebox t-shirt, and you get to create an NPC alongside myself to feature in the game. So well done, congratulations.
Congratulations, and thank you to all of the other 50 as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely.
Thank you so
all 51 of you.
Yeah.
We got up to 51 on Saturday. I think we're still at 51, which is fine. It's perfect.
Great.
But yeah, we love you all. Amazing. Like, I don't think any of us really set out with any real goals for this other than to have fun, and now it's just, it's amazing. So thank you so much. And with that,
Crazy.
we'll take a very short break. Hey-o!
Hello.
Hello.
Back.
We are back.
So we are back and ready to go. So thank you all once again for joining us. We are very grateful for you all being here. We were playing around with a few things on the back end of the stream though, which is why all of us look a little bit confused right now, because we're still trying to figure this stuff out. But being 2 days into our subscriber mode, I suppose, if we can call it that.
Ooh, what's this button?
Hopefully be forgiven. Yeah, literally, like, just let's click that and see what happens. So cool, we've all got a bit of reading to do. Anyway, having rested in the keep on the throne room of Erendriel Mirafir, and attuned to items, eaten, recovered spell slots, recovered HP.
Doggone got a short rest.
Yeah, Doggone did get a short rest. His inner warlock is like cheering right now.
Yeah, and fighter. Seriously,
fighter.
everything
And fighter.
replaces on fighter. It's ridiculous.
Good stuff. So, with that, Erendriel comes back in, and it's the loudest sound in this very, very quiet chamber. As the door just... and you can just hear his footsteps echoing across the hall. As he looks down at you all, well, fed, watered, ready to go.
Indeed.
Yeah, thank you very much. That's
Well,
helped out a deal.
follow me. And he begins marching across and going towards the opposite door. As he gets to the other door, the guard comes to attention once again, steps to the side, lifts up the double-bladed quarterstaff in a sort of salute motion, opens the door as Erendriel walks through. As he passes, and then you all go to follow, the double-bladed quarterstaff comes out of salute down to the side, and you all pass beyond, and the door closes. And you're in another sort of stone corridor, dimly lit once again. Just being led now by Erendriel, who doesn't turn, doesn't say anything. He's just leading you along this, as I say, very gothic-looking type corridor. And you take a couple of twists and turns, takes you through one door, then another, and then down a set of stairs, and this stairs sort of winds down. And eventually you come to look sort of a place that just looks like it could be a dungeon where prisoners are kept, or may have been kept in an age gone by. And he points at a grate on the floor. Well, there you go. Down there.
Do you know anything about what we may or may not come up against? You said you've known about this thing.
I've known it's here. We have sent people. No one's ever returned.
Oh, good, lovely. Yes.
Oh.
Just up our street, that. Yeah.
Does the grate look like the grate where we fought the wind orb?
No. Just looks like a rather nondescript metal grate, rather.
Can I cast Detect Magic and see anything on the grate?
When you look at the grate with Detect Magic, there is nothing.
So, we'll maybe see you back here.
Definitely.
Maybe.
No, we will.
Yeah, I have confidence in us too. Lovely, right. Okay, Bothrid, can you give me a hand with this?
Okay. He sort of comes over with you. I need both of you to make a strength check, please, or you can make an assisted strength check. Taking a slight moment, given what we were just discussing on the break, the England game is now 10-0.
That's a world record, isn't it? No. Is that a record?
No,
ridiculous.
What on
Definitely
earth?
10-0 games.
What is going on? I mean, I'll take that. It's not an after 20, but it's damn close. So that is a 23.
23 between you and Bothridge. You just sort of slide the grate over to the side. And what you see is a ladder that leads down.
How far down?
You don't see as it disappears into darkness.
Dark vision of 120 feet.
Disappears into darkness. But it
Holy
is fixed
moly.
to the wall.
Who's going first?
I can go first.
Bothrid, could you possibly help me see in the dark?
Dark vision.
Nice.
Thanks, Bothrid.
I will head down first.
Okay. As you get so far down, you realise that you have entered into a pocket of magical darkness. You can't see the ladder, You can't see anything around you. It becomes very, very precarious to try and navigate down this ladder at this point. So, I am going to...
Can I attempt to
Carry on.
dispel it?
You can certainly try.
Nice.
I will attempt to dispel it
Okay.
at third. It's probably higher than third, but I'll try third anyway.
It's fine. Oh, don't do this to me. My browser's about to crash. I hope this doesn't do anything to your Sunstream.
No. No. Are you still with us?
Fine.
Even it's
Still with
going,
us?
10-0, what?
I'm still here. We're all good.
Hey.
So, you were casting that at third level, you said?
Third level, yes.
Third level. Okay. Roll, please.
Spellcasting ability. That is a unnatural 20.
Unnatural 20. The darkness begins to dissipate. And you realise you are about 5 feet off the ground.
Oh, good. Oh. Well, that worked. Do we kind of looking as we land, or as we make our way down, looking around us? What do we see?
When my map loads, I'll tell you.
No worries.
We
But
landed
The darkness is taking
pile
quite
of
a long
pillows.
time to like fade out, you know,
To
sort of
dissipate, yes,
crackling
yes.
away, and you're slowly being
Absolutely,
revealed.
absolutely.
A stone, another stone, a loading screen, a please wait,
Yeah.
the hourglass
I've
spinning.
just gotta work some things out as well.
the blue circle on Windows. That is really, really annoying.
Yeah.
It just keeps going round and round and round.
Absolutely.
File Explorer
No.
not responding. Oh, god damn it. That's what's happening. I could, now I've attuned to my lovely new musical instrument, I could fly down. I could levitate down. I could levitate.
You could. You could do all those
sorts of
things.
I could add to the darkness and make a fog cloud if I wanted to.
I will dispel it.
You just moved it. There it is.
Yeah. Cool. Oh dear. What's it gonna be?
I think when we get to the bottom, true to type, there'll be quite a lot of riddles to solve.
Oh, I
There's
thought you
gonna
were
be a
say the
door.
prophecy was just gonna be
Definitely a door.
there.
I think the seer might make an appearance.
Well.
Actually, I think that it's
Well.
going to be right on the top of a very tall pillar, surrounded by jewels, and Anders going to pick a jewel up from the side, and suddenly there's going to be lava coming out of the floor.
One time that happened, one time.
Diamond! Diamond in the rough!
Give me the prophecy!
This is a preview into Malt Magic and more, if you want to hear more. Basically what
Yeah,
happened
if you want to hear
for half an hour. So.
bollocks for 45 minutes, come on down. Whereas I'm really tempted to sing a song from Aladdin now, but I won't.
No, we'll just get cut out.
Yeah. Just clip it out, trim it out. It's fine.
Yeah.
I tell you
On
what,
the- on
we
the-
don't have
playing
have some
around an
wonderful entrances to new places, do we? I mean, everyone loves us straight away.
Oh, yeah.
I tell you what,
We've been having a
it's
great
quite
week.
hard. It's quite hard to be a bard of eloquence when you're quite easily wound up by people's inability to accept me as quite an honoured guest.
Oh, it's tough to be a bard when you're also a rogue. Who would have told?
An
Yeah.
outward going introvert.
Yeah, when
Yes.
you're an emotionally stunted, kind of loose cannon, it's quite hard to be polite to people at the same time.
Oh, dear.
Oh man, do you know what? It
It's
was
like,
a
I've
really,
tried to be
really
polite.
good job that you did actually take Dargon's sword. Very, very good.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was inspired.
Yeah, it was a little bit like twofold. It was like, hey, we don't really want these guys to know that you have a sword of, the guy who killed the king. But also, I don't really want you to have this sword right now.
Why?
So, yeah.
So, do you think about a bard of eloquence rogue? How that works is, I'll try being polite once, and if that doesn't work, I'm just going to kick off.
I'm just going to turn invisible
Yeah.
and stab someone. Yeah.
Essentially how it works.
Yeah.
It's
Hello, nice to
essentially
meet
how
you.
it
Fuck off. Right, now you're dead. Funk.
That's it.
Oh man, can you
Oh,
imagine
dear.
if Ander was also doing door-to-door sales? Not, no thank you. Well, you little mother.
No, all I would do, they'd open the door, I'd cast suggestion and say, buy all of it. Then just go on to the next house, cast suggestion. Just keep doing that over and over again.
You get a 60% return
Far too
rate.
long.
Oh, I think we're good. I think we're good now. That's all right.
Yeah, no, sorry about that. That took far
So
too
the
fucking
DM
long.
OS has now loaded.
That was
for
Albert
tuning in.
having a slow moment.
Having a moment. So I think we can.
Because Matt is Feltag, he obviously just needed to charge up for a bit.
Yeah, we didn't.
Speaking of Feltag, I'm assuming he's with us, right?
I was going to say, where the hell is he?
Feltag's
Assume
just been
so.
hovering around, saying fuck all. And in fact, Erendriel, spoiler, mistook him for a statue.
Nice. I like that.
So, have we left
I'll
him
take that.
behind?
No.
Again. Okay.
That many statues
We will
now, and he's
say,
like,
as
I didn't
everybody
notice that
forgot
other one.
Feltag, we will say he's just following along in the background.
That's a good comment in the chat. Has Ander just cast slow on the computer?
Generally. Cool.
Right, I've done.
So,
I
Albert
wish I had a
is
t-shirt.
with
I wish I had a
you.
t-shirt cannon so I could just go, you get a t-shirt like Oprah Winfrey, just fire it.
Oh, that's a lot of stuff.
Really is. Cool. So we are free to bring up the map whenever you like, sir.
Anywhere in particular?
I will. Yeah, that might be a good idea, I guess.
Oh, is it that big?
Where's the tokens?
Stop talking about yourself, Ander.
Mine's short and wide,
Tokens
like a
going on
Lego
now.
brick.
We have had this conversation.
No, we've already started.
That's what's
down on
concerning. This is the
shows.
second time it's happening.
What was it? The rub
Okay,
of
so as you
system
come to
stiffness.
the
No.
foot of this ladder, and we've got Feltag's old token in here somewhere. I think, maybe not. I will quickly add that, don't worry. So as you come to the foot of the ladder, there is a single lit brazier, which sort of provides the light to this room and slightly into the hallway beyond. It is not a very big room at all. As I very quickly go and find... Do you know what? I'm not going to worry about it tonight, because I really can't be bothered to go and worry about it. We're just going to drop that in there as a
The map-
There
Feltag token
we go.
for tonight.
The map I see
So-
on actual Owlbear is different to the one Dave is showing there.
I have zoomed way in.
Doesn't have
Okay.
walls though.
It's really dark on your screen. I don't know if that's just for me.
Yeah, because I've got an actual room on mine. which looks like it's got a rib
Yeah.
cage in it.
Aha!
Yep.
It is literally just black on my screen. Shall I refresh?
Yes.
Might be worth it.
Yeah, I literally have a black screen.
Technical
like-
issues. Technical issues. It's a big map, but it still shouldn't be that bad.
I literally have grey and black. That's all I've got on here.
Awesome.
Let me try that again.
Mine looks fabulous.
Looks great, Matt.
Thank you. So another
I
Dungeon
think like
Alchemist
an
map.
audio descriptive version.
Trying a different browser.
So I will say, you can see into the corridor beyond. In the corridor, there are some fallen rocks, and you can see it now. There we go. As my contact lens slips, there's some fallen rocks just beyond this stone archway, and the floor goes from this polished black marble to a sort of rough-hewn stone flagstone type effect. It looks, Kirik, as you look down, like there may be a door or something just down towards the sort of the centre of this corridor. But as far as you can see, it ends with nothing else.
I will pop out a see invisibility for the next hour and make my way down the corridor towards that door.
DM's just having issues, don't worry.
So
Max
good.
fell off his chair.
I was going to say, I mean,
Generally dropping
week,
shit all
though-
over the place. Apologies.
Last week my computer went tits up, so it's nice that it's not me for a change.
Fine, I just realised I had the
Not
the
you
wrong
yet.
look in front of me.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's jinxed it.
so is this like
I
an...
was zoomed right in there. That was fun.
I was going to say, is that like an 8K map? Because I'm not going to lie, this browser is struggling.
Yeah, mine's struggling as well.
Okay.
it's awesome. It looks gorgeous.
Yeah, mine's having a few issues. We're gonna close a few things down here.
Oh, sorry.
Too many tabs.
Many tabs. So, Kirik, the door that you can see in front of you is a wooden door with a lock type mechanism on it. You can see a keyhole at least. And if you approach the door and try it, it is locked. Your see invisibility sees nothing.
I will call out, Ander, this seems to be more your thing. There's no one here, well, at least invisible.
Allow me, sir. Step aside. Step aside. I'll crack my knuckles, and I will pick the lock. Actually, before I do, it's just a normal lock mechanism, isn't it? It's not going to trigger anything.
Would you like to
drop
check
like
for traps?
a boulder on my head. Yes, please.
Make a investigation check, please.
Guidance.
Well, I've got an advantage with me goggles anyway.
Well, we can add a
Guidance
d4 to
too.
it if you want.
Alright. I'll roll a d4. I love d4s. So that would be 24 altogether.
24. You detect no traps.
Oh, I'm going to pick that bad boy like a boss.
Okay, roll me a d20 with your dexterity modifier and your proficiency bonus, please.
Dexterity modifier plus 9. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just going to press whatever my plus 9 is. 21.
21. You open the door as it unlocks.
Yes. Push open. Triumphantly looking smug at Kirik.
Okay.
Well done.
That sounded sincere.
It was sincere.
You open up the door with your dark vision.
Sounded like Kirik.
You can see. He says, "This map really is struggling. I may have to downsize this next session. Okay, you can see this whole
2K,
corridor.
please.
We're gonna just... Yeah, it doesn't reveal anything major. So, you see another corridor littered with just debris, nothing hugely important. But at the end there is a golden, literally gilded door with the face of a horned creature in it. One horn missing. Broken off. Even depicted in this sort of gilded image. And there is some strange scratched text on it.
Do we recognize the creature?
Are you trying to recognise the specific creature, the type of creature?
The type of creature that is on the door, yeah.
Make me a religion check or a nature check, please.
Nature check. Yeah, religion. It will be. Surprising no one. 11 again.
11. It looks like some sort of fiend type being. You're not sure what type, but it certainly looks of that sort, of that ilk.
Interesting. I'll say to the others, the creature on the door seems to be some sort of fiend, which makes sense if we think that demons are trying to make their way to here. So whatever's behind this door might be a fiend as well. Maybe.
I hope so, because then Timmy will have to cut it in two. I'll bring out Timmy.
Does the scribble on the door look like a language I currently understand?
What language do you currently speak?
I speak Sylvan, Elvish, and Abyssal.
You would recognise it as Abyssal.
I recognize it as well then.
Oh, what? I need to get closer to see what that says. Yeah.
Well, I can read that too.
A bit of a challenge.
Come on, Kirik.
I promise
Let's
I
have a
will get
reading
this map
party.
fixed for next week.
Don't
as
read it
you
out
step
loud,
up
just in
to
case it's
the-
an incantation or something. Read it in your
Step
head.
up to the door and read. It's difficult for read. It's probably to read. It's the first time either of you have used this ability to now understand Abyssal, which was gifted to you. And it's a little bit of a struggle to understand it and sort of make use of it, but it says something along the lines of, "Beyond lies the task of 3. Succeed a prize given unto thee. Fail, and all will come to end. A fool's errand." And it just ends there.
So did you say
Wonder if it's
beyond
only-
lies the task of 3?
Beyond lies
Succeed
the
a
task
prize
of
given
3.
unto thee.
Yep. Succeed a prize
Yeah.
given unto thee. Fail and all will come to end. A fool's errand.
Oh, good.
Seems like we need to succeed then. Simple.
And
Why
with that being
3?
a task of 3, does that mean Bothrid and and Feltag, must stay behind? Because when you came along, Kirik, the prophecy changed to incorporate us 3. So what I don't want to do is them 2 to come through the door, and it won't let them, or it destroys them.
Seems to certainly be what is implied. Only 3 can pass through the door. At least at any given time, I suppose. Bothrid Feltag, are you two alright to stay here, keep guard?
If that is what you wish, we can stay.
Well, no, we prefer you to come with, but this door may have other ideas.
True.
Okay. Let's stay with Tin Man.
Feltag.
Yes, sorry, you rang.
No. Bothrid, his name is Feltag.
Oh yes, I am Feltag.
Right, the door.
While we're gone, Bothrid, can you just turn him off and on again? I think it might fix him.
Might miss the map.
Yeah, if you could just troubleshoot while we're off, Bothrid, that'd be great.
Just gonna find a pile of metal next to him, like.
Just multi-class into Artifice and Bothrid, it's fine.
Just Bothrid spends the next hour just tinkering.
Right.
Feltag and Bothrid turn and face the door and just sort of take up a guard position, if you like.
Well, let's see if we can push this door open.
Okay.
Can we try and touch
I
it?
will place my hand on the door.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, all 3 of us, perhaps.
Yeah,
Place your
I'll
hand
follow
on the
suit.
door, and you, all 3 of you push. Just the sound of grating metal just opens up, and a room that is fully illuminated is
I do believe
opened
that
up
was a
before
little
you.
bit too easy.
I mean, that was the
usually lock
easiest
the
door we've
doors.
ever entered, I think.
I will love it. Love it.
Found it.
Let's go.
What we wanted. Cool.
Oh, those coffins.
Playing around with fog, and I really shouldn't be.
Those tombs. Or what's the posh word for the wooden for the
Crypts.
yeah.
These are tombs, aren't they? There were 2 inside
I
a
suppose the
crypt.
tomb is the
So, are
big-
you setting foot into the room?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All 3 of
Why,
you
what
set
happens
foot
when
into
we
the
do?
room?
Oh, no.
I certainly do.
Yeah, we all step in and the door will shut behind us, yeah? Brilliant.
Exactly right. As you all step in and sort of make your way into the room, as I just move some tokens around. Yeah, this is really slow. My bad. The doors just. What you notice is a room full of this orange burning light as you see immediately in front of you in the door is a grate, and as you look down there is either fire or lava or something beneath you. To either side of the door there are 2 more braziers burning. Against a marble pillar in the centre there is a brazier burning. As you make your way around and you can see behind the pillar there is maybe a statue of some sort, and then there are these 4 stone sarcophagi. There is on either side of the room and at the sort of the southern edge of the room, so on the eastern wall, the western wall and the southern wall, there are 3 archways, all with iron gates dropped down.
I will slowly kind of approach these tombs, and
Okay.
through the rod, I will cast Detect Evil and Good to see if within 30 feet of me there is a aberration, celestial, elemental, fiend, or fey, or undead.
You detect nothing.
Cool.
Not knowing what
As you
Kirik's doing, I'd also be talking to Timiel's Wrath and be like, can you sense any things you want to kill here?
It is strangely quiet.
Oh,
I
good.
don't like this Dargon.
I'm sure it'll get better when we start killing things.
Let us hope so.
Anything over there, Kirik?
Walking up.
Does coffins seem to be empty, which is good. I don't know.
Well, they're all got these
they've-
stone tops on them.
Yeah. Well, I didn't sense anything.
Yeah.
Do their carvings resemble anybody we recognise, or are they like elven carvings? Are they fiends or demons carved into them? What sort of things we're looking at
Would you
here?
like to make an investigation check?
Yes, please.
I will help if I can.
18.
Okay. Was that with advantage? You get advantage anyway,
Yep.
don't you?
I rolled 11 twice.
Cool. With an 18, you notice that the sarcophagi all have the same figure carved into them. An elf. An elven warrior. Garbed very similar to those upstairs. And on the foot edge of the sarcophagi again is a word scratched in abyssal on this one. So the far left hand one. In fact they've all got a word scratched on them, sorry. But what you notice is on the...
Okay.
Or they've all got different words scratched into them, but what you also notice on the one that is second in from the right, if you like, so the third one from the left, there are 3 red gemstones.
On the one Kirik's in front of.
No. The one next to that going further
Okay.
east. So if you count 1, 2, 3 from the left, it's on this one.
So what do the words say on each one?
So on the one that you are closest to, not the one in front of
Yeah.
Kirik, but the one furthest to the left, the word says life in abyssal.
Yep.
On the one in front of Kirik in abyssal, it says torment.
Oh, good.
As you glance over towards the one with the 3 red stones, it says onward. And as you make your way across to the final one, it reads pain.
So is that left or right? Onward, torment, life, pain.
No. Left
Oh,
or right?
Life, torment,
torment,
pain.
onward, pain.
Sounds like my working week.
Life, torment, onward, pain.
So we've got
Oh,
kind of 2 positives, 2 negatives, haven't we?
true. But only one of them has got anything other than words.
Yeah, but those
Yes.
gems saying onward seems like a bit of a trick to me, if I'm brutally
No,
honest.
those gems are saying "put me in your pocket." That's what those gems are saying.
Are they? Are they magical, Dagon?
Oh, yeah, hang on. I would still have it up, actually.
Is it up for an hour? Or is that a
10
minute?
minutes, I think.
10 minutes, I'll cast it again.
Okay, so as you cast it again, they are magical.
Oh,
Yes, indeedy. So they are indeed.
What school?
I didn't go to school. Oh, no. Oh, yes, that is... they are giving off a particular light of... Insert colour here.
Insert aura. I'm going to guess
Green.
mauve.
White.
Ooh, okay.
And around all three of them... Bear with me just a second.
We have these lovely ones that are usually barriers or there to harm you.
There is also
I mean, last time I pulled the Jewel Nelson Stone, it did not go well.
Yeah, it didn't go
There's
well.
an ethereal blue that sort of hovers around all three of them, but each one of them is white in nature.
There's a little bit of something else. Kind of worried that these are just going to pop out and become sort of things we're going to fight.
I mean, if past experiences would have you pretty spot on with that prediction, probably.
Also, there's three of them, and there's three of us, and there's said something about three on the door. So,
Sorry, not one. Ooh, there you go, there's my token hit.
Morning,
Not white,
Vicar.
yellow, golden. I'll get my orders right in a minute.
so it's not that.
Well played.
I forgot.
Take inspiration.
Yeah, well, still. Not quite sure. Tell you what, I don't really think I've seen this very often before.
Where is it?
Oh, it's sort of a kind of a yellowy golden sheen to it. Kind of feel like might change something.
I wonder if it's taking us somewhere onward.
Oh,
So, do you think the words are literal translations of what will happen if we touch it? So, do you think we will suffer torment and pain if we touch 2 and 4? Whatever's in the number 1 will come to life if we touch it.
Potentially.
and the other three are three of if we can go onwards. The next step.
And number 3 with the rubies, my favourite, is onward.
It just seems so obvious. The rubies, they're right there. I mean, is that not a trick? And I know you don't need convincing to touch these things, so do we just try them? Or
Each one of us grabs one.
yeah, do that.
Chuck on the one with rubies.
Yeah, we're all going to the rubies. That's the point.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I ain't exactly picking the pain one, you muppet.
Well, I didn't know how stupid Kerrick's idea was. I was just trying to get ahead of it. Right, I will move over to the one that says onward. Then
I will follow him because I believe that all three of those
So
rubies
you're
are on
moving
the
over to
onward
the
one.
sarcophagus that says onward, with the three
Yeah.
red stones in it. And what are you
Yep.
doing?
all grabbing a stone at the same time, like when you turn the DEFCON 5 keys simultaneously to get the nuclear codes.
Okay.
I mean, guys.
Who is touching which stone and who is touching it first?
Which one's biggest?
They're all exactly the same size.
Just
Is
wait.
there
Guys.
anyone?
Should we not
Okay.
try and get through the other doors, or are we assuming that this is a test in this room?
No, this is a solid plan.
What could go wrong? Lovely. Okay. And it's your domain. What are we doing?
I'll just reach out and touch one. Reach out and touch
Which one?
me.
Boom, boom.
One in the middle.
The one.
I knew you were going to go for that.
So as you place the one in the middle, the sarcophagus to the right of you as you're looking at the foot, so the left, the one next to sort of next to Kirik on the map right now, the lid
two,
seems
yeah.
to lower
Fuck.
slightly. and you just hear this as the door, the gated door to the south, lifts up.
Oh, it's like Crystal Maze, this.
To the south. What?
Do we
I
hear
see anything?
come out of it?
Nothing
So
comes
the
out. You see a corridor
torment
beyond.
lid lowers.
Is
So
Anders
the lid
still
on number
holding?
2 lowered and the door opened. What happens if I then let go? Does it
The
do it in
door
reverse?
remains open.
Oh,
Walking closer, do I see anything?
Yeah, hang on. That one that's just gone lower, is that the one that
Torment.
said torment on it?
yeah.
Yeah,
It is
guys.
indeed.
I mean, do we not
Probably
want to
not.
touch the one on the right and maybe see if we can go through the life bit?
I mean, I've seen comic book scrolls like this. You know, when the cartoon characters are at a crossroad and it says life, death.
Yeah.
I feel like we should probably not go down the door that's been opened by the word torment.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do you want to touch the one that says life? Or more precisely, touch the one on the right.
But
I ain't doing it. You're doing it. I ain't going to touch them.
Is it like Twister?
Do I
where need
see-
to keep my hand on one and press it with the other?
As you place your finger
Do I see
on
anything looking down the corridor? Sorry, carry on.
and as you place your finger on the stone to the right, nothing happens.
Oh, good. So,
I
we've
feel
just,
like we had one guess.
we've just picked torment. Wonderful.
As you look down the corridor, you can see there are 2 stone archways now. Obviously, the one where the gate has just risen, and then there's an archway further on, and there is a dark room beyond that. You can't make out many details. There looks like there are glints of maybe something metallic flickering from the light behind you, but nothing that you can really pick out.
Just for completeness, what happens if I touch the other gem?
Fuck all.
Oh.
What can you see down there, Kirik? Anything coming?
Seems to be dark. Can't really see anything.
I'll put my hand in my bag of holding, find the bag of ball bearings, grab a ball bearing out, and then I'll cast light on it, stand next to Kirik, and lob it down the hallway.
Okay.
Nice.
Ball bearing bounces down.
Ding, 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 ding.
So it gets to about there, and you can see the room beyond. Are you trying to roll it all the way into the room?
Yeah.
And what's the range of the light that gets cast?
Super question. That is a touch
20 and 20.
feet. Yeah, 20 feet. So, yeah.
So
we'll
20
see.
bright, 20 dim.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, in which case we will say that you can see
I mean, again, I do have 120 feet dark vision, but I don't know whether it's useful in that
Same.
area. I suppose it's just down the straight line of it, of the hallway.
yeah. So
Yeah,
this is what
yeah,
you'd see
that's
anyway,
sense.
even with light being cast. So what you see is some sort of table at the end with a grate on the floor next to it. On the table, it looks like there's a figure or something. On the long table, and then it looks like there's a wooden table next to that.
Well, I think we've picked it, so I'm guessing there's no real other option here.
Yeah.
My
try
dagger
and
also
clear
has
it.
dark vision. I've just realised, like yours. Yeah, okay.
Nice.
Does that help you, see?
Well, the sword the dagger can hear and see out to quite a distance. Yes.
Useful to know. Yeah.
Right. Let's march on.
Kirik going in? Cool.
I'm going to stick
Really
close to
march on.
Kirik.
Excellent.
I
You
shall
enter
go
the
in the
room.
front.
I'd move myself, but I
Now
don't
with
want
light,
to. Someone else move me, please.
clear that fog.
On
And
it.
you enter a room which can only be described as a torture chamber of sorts.
Oh,
There is a metal cage in one corner, there is an Iron Maiden in the other corner, there are shackles on the wall, there is a skull on the floor, and there is a shriveled corpse on this black stone table. Next to the table is a wooden table, a knife, and a piece of parchment.
You have 3
The
minutes to
skull
get out
and
of the room.
ribs on the map there are to denote the shriveled corpse, basically. Still got skin and stuff on it, it's just shriveled and dried.
I'll go down to read the parchment.
Okay. As you look at the parchment, there is a symbol on it in this sort of reddish ink, and the blade sort of rests atop it.
Do I recognize the symbol?
Make me either an Arcana or a Religion check, please.
They're both the same. 21.
21. You don't recognize the symbol strictly, but you understand, having read certain books, that it's sometimes used in sort of bizarre, arcane, twisted, dark magic and torture. You don't know the purpose of it, though.
If I enter the room and look around, does anything give off a magical aura?
No.
Okay. So, what are we meant to do in here?
well, it literally, the room did what it said on the tin, didn't it? It's a room for torment.
Okay. Well, look, how do we close this thing again then? Do we go back out and try and lift up the tomb, or push it down again? I don't know.
What's that thing on the top right corner?
The Iron Maiden.
So the Iron Maiden. Is there anybody in it?
What is that? Sorry.
So an Iron Maiden is an old medieval torture device that's basically like this huge metal cage in sort of a humanoid figure. On the inside, there are spikes. There's spikes on the back, and there's spikes
ones.
on the doors as well, so that when it closes, basically, it just pierces the body.
Gotcha,
It doesn't
gotcha,
kill,
gotcha.
but it just pierces the body enough for blood to just drain out.
And then on the left side is a chamber, right?
One of them.
Got you. Shells. Then on the left side is just a cage, right?
Just a wooden iron cage, yeah.
And looking down the grate, do we see anything?
Nope, but what you would notice is dried patches of a dark substance around the grate and littered across the grate.
Sacred flame
I
on it.
don't.
Sacred flame? Did you...
Just want to see if there's anything.
The grate burns for a moment with this sort of ghostly radiant light.
Oh, on the liquid. Sorry, no, not on the grey. On the liquid underneath.
Okay,
So I
the
wanted
liquid just
check.
is gone.
Interesting.
Just burns away.
Do you think one of us needs to suffer torment in this room to solve this part of the puzzle?
Well, I'm brewing up a
think I'll
doozy if you want to stick by me.
I think all three of us need to.
If I open the Iron Maiden, is there anything inside?
No.
No. Okay.
Well,
There's the crate lift as well.
What crate?
great.
The one.
Great.
Grate. Sorry.
You can certainly try.
I will try.
Okay, make me a strength check, please.
That is a 2.
Ah.
Kirik goes to get the grain. Nope.
And you said there's a blade on top of the
There's
parchment,
a blade
right?
on the parchment and this shriveled up corpse.
Really wish I had speak with dead right now. Can I just take the blade out and just pop it on the side and look at this paper closely, turn it around and
Okay.
such?
As you lift up the blade, you notice that there is dried, sticky substance on the actual blade of it itself. You sort of lay that to the side, and as you turn the parchment around, there is nothing else on this parchment but this symbol.
Any ideas?
Yeah, I say we get out this room and try and close the gate and open another one.
My
Yeah.
only idea
Yeah.
is to cut my hand with that knife and bleed onto that parchment, and then technically I've suffered torment.
I mean,
That too.
yeah, because I was thinking that none of us are going to live bleeding enough to drain down that grate. You know what I mean? Suffer torment.
I kind of extend the dagger to to Ander. Be my guess.
Right, I'll take my glove off, I'll slip my hand and squeeze blood onto the parchment.
Okay.
Is that over the symbol that's already on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take 3 points of piercing damage, we'll say. And nothing happens. You have
Oh.
blotted this symbol, though.
Is the cage open as well?
Cage is open. Has anybody investigated the body? Did I miss that?
No.
No, I haven't defamated the corpse yet.
Okay.
I can do if you
I
want.
guess we'll investigate the
It's
body.
It's tradition.
Okay.
Gotta roll the
Um,
body.
Roll me an investigation check, please.
That would be a 24.
24. As you step up and sort of look over at the body, difficult to see on the shriveled skin, but you now look and see there are other symbols carved into the skin of this corpse.
I'm definitely not carving one of them symbols. I'm not carving that symbol into my skin. I'll tell you that now.
Is it the same symbol?
What did you roll? 21.
24.
24. The symbol on the parchment does not appear on the body.
Oh, maybe I have to.
What have you got there, Ando?
So he seems to have loads of symbols carved into his skin, but I can't see the one on the parchment on his skin.
Why don't you try and carve that on his body?
Oh, that's a good idea. I was going to do it on myself. Okay.
Yeah,
So
well,
I'll take out.
it'll hurt a lot less if you do it on his body.
I will do as Dargon suggests.
Okay. How are you carving it?
Oh, by the way, if this goes badly wrong, it's felt
With
outside.
shank.
With shank?
Yeah.
Okay. As you carve the symbol with shank, who in your mind, well, this body's already dead. This isn't worth it. Find a worthy opponent.
Yeah, bear with me.
And you
You'll get your moment in the sun.
carve the symbol in. The minute you finish the symbol, the mouth of this corpse opens and a pain-filled scream just echoes around the room. lifeless lids, or sorry, the eyelids open to lifeless eyes as this corpse just lifts up with a scream and lays back down. And hair and skin begin to reform.
Oh, fuck.
Oh shit.
And it goes almost ghostly white for a second, and then and a flash of fire is gone.
Was that a good or a bad thing, guys?
I have no idea.
Good.
I mean, that was a tormented scream. I think we may have ticked a box. Just hearing, do I hear any of the doors open or anything else happen, or like anything reset out in the main room?
Make me a perception check with disadvantage given the scream.
Ringing in your ears.
Mm-hmm.
17.
17. You don't hear anything, but as you turn around, you see what may be a dull red glow coming from the room behind you.
Same as before, because there was already lava and stuff there.
Seems a bit brighter.
Going
Yeah,
back.
let's go back and see what happened. I mean, something happened, let's go.
I feel like we've solved mystery 1 in record time, might I add.
Hasn't been 3
I'm
weeks.
glad I didn't carve that onto myself, because that could have been horrible. Could you imagine if I'd have done a banshee scream and then I'd just turned to dust?
Full on.
Oh, that's
Indiana
that's the
Jones.
end
Like,
of it. Yeah. He chose poorly.
As you approach back into the main room, if you like, Kirik, the sarcophagus that had the word onward on it seems to have a glow from the bottom. Not its bottom, the actual foot part of it.
I got you.
I know what people are like on this stream. I have to clarify those sort of things.
But
What?
Well, that seems to have done it. So we can try the others.
as I say, does that mean that the middle? Sorry, is that the
middle gem,
ruby
if you
is,
go round
is glowing?
the middle gem is now glowing.
Hey. Wow. Okay. Ando,
Level 1 passed.
I think it's best you try pressing the other ones.
I'll touch the one on my right as I'm looking at it.
So as you're looking at the front, you touch the one on the right.
be
The sarcophagus to the furthest left on the map. The lid. And then... In fact, I've got this wrong, sorry. The door on the other side opens up. So the door to the
door on the right on the
eastern
map,
wall.
right?
Door
So
on the
the-
eastern wall
so-
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the
Open it up.
sarcophagus
That's
saying
the-
life on it.
lowers, and the
Yeah.
door on the eastern wall
Gotcha.
opens up.
Okay.
Onwards.
Onward! Stab him. For an island.
For an island.
Cool. So as Kirik makes his way down this corridor again, you see just a narrow corridor and an archway at the end.
Can I say, guys, that I mean, as we're going down here, I was kind of worried us going into the torment one, and that was okay. Now I'm worried about going into the life one, because the torment one was okay. Do you get my meaning?
I
Oh,
indeed
yeah, I
do.
know. Considering looking at the map how big the bit to the right is, yes, I am panicked.
You have a map, Ender? Of what?
Yeah. Why the fuck have you not told us this before?
No, I mean what I imagine it in my head to be.
Oh God, he's dreaming
Oh.
again.
When Ander breaks the
probably.
fourth wall, you guys don't know. Like, it's like
No,
Deadpool.
it's funny. Exactly, it's funny because we don't know. We're like, what are you talking about? This is what
There we
happens
go,
with Deadpool
there.
in the comics.
There we go with his thieves' cant again, talking about nonsense.
are you talking to?
Right. What can
Talking
you
to
see
the
there,
dagger.
What do
Kirik?
we do?
You're following Kirik down the hallway.
Yeah, down the
Kirik,
corridor
as you-
until
As you go down this narrow corridor, there's no light from this room, but you do hear the sound of trickling water. And as you enter, I will clear that. You see a fountain with 4 different pools of liquid.
Oh.
Hey,
Is it
Ander,
like
do
your
you
jar,
want to throw a
Kirik,
body
and one
in
of them's
this?
full of mayonnaise?
maybe it is like the jar. Does the what do the 4 liquids look like?
So the one immediately in front of you as you enter is a clear liquid. As you move around clockwise,
Yep.
it's a purplish liquid. As you come round to the back, it's then a clearish liquid, but it looks quite viscous. And then as you come all the way around and complete the clockwise, you see a reddish sort of liquid.
Do any of them
So
look like
black flecks in.
potions we have seen before? Like, is the red one like a potion of healing?
Good shout.
Yeah.
Proficient in herbalism at all, sir?
I am.
Make
Nice.
me a herbalism check, please, which is going to be a D20 plus your proficiency bonus, please. I will say plus your wisdom modifier as well for herbalism.
Guidance.
Or intel.
Alright.
Extra D4 on that.
So,
Which one are you
oh shit,
checking
I
for
rolled,
first?
I
Which one are you checking
rolled for
first?
advantage like a twat. So I've got 19 to start off with, ignore that second roll, plus 5, plus 2, so plus 7. So I'm on 26. Then plus my D4.
Okay. Which one are
And then
you?
the 2 on top.
Which one are you investigating? North, south, east, or west?
The red one is the one I think I would recognise probably.
The red one. So south.
Yeah.
You step down to that. It is a potion of some sort, but it is not one that you've come across.
It seems to be a potion, but it's not what I thought it was going to be. I don't actually recognise what it is.
What do you think it was going to be?
I thought it was going to be a healing potion, and hence life, and then that would be the answer.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, I don't understand how it isn't. Yeah, cool. What about the other ones? This one looks a bit funky. Purple.
The purple one.
Yeah.
Would I have an inkling of what the purple one is?
Make me another herbalism check, please.
Does it look
I
like a
will.
potion of maximum power? Kirik just like dunks his head on it.
Just cannonballs straight into it.
That one is a 14.
With a 14. Difficult to say. Doesn't smell like a potion. But difficult to tell. Could be. It's got the coloration, but the smell is a bit off.
Can Dargon sniff the viscous one?
Yes?
Have you still got detect magic on?
Gonna say make me a straight intelligence check, please, Dargon.
14.
It smells like lamp oil.
Ha! I know it's... yeah. This one's oil, guys. Shall we light it? See what happens.
Maybe.
Ah, well, let's hold off on the other one. I mean, it may be something else, but it smells like it.
Through the Rod of Awareness, I am able to cast Detect Poison and Disease.
Nice.
So I will do that.
Oh, booyah!
As you cast Detect Poison and Disease through the Rod of Healing, the rod actually spins in your hand and points towards the purple liquid.
Ah. That one seems to be... I believe I... Hold on. You identify the kind of poison or disease in each case.
Okay. So you would know it is a poison. I've not specified any type of poison, so it's just a poison.
That's fine. That's fine.
But yeah.
And neither of the others kind of flare up anything.
Nope.
Cool. This one is definitely a poison.
Oh, blimey. Okay.
So that one seems to be oil. The one at the bottom seems to be a potion.
So we've got 2 potions and 2, like, other things, one of which is oil. The other one could be water, unless we know anything else here. Have you sniffed that other one?
Does the other one appear to just be water? Could I discern, as a man who spent time camping in the wilderness with Johannes, is this just to be some water?
Make me a straight nature check then, please.
Guidance.
Plus 12, motherfucker, and a natural 20. 32!
You look at this, you're sort of like, yeah, that's water.
Right. So if the riddle is life, water is the source of all life, right? Without water, we all die. But also,
my
if
guess.
it's a potion, that could also be a potion of life. Should I drink it?
Yeah, but hang on, which one? Which one? I mean, as you say...
Water. Unless you want to baptise me, Kirik.
It's,
I don't think there's salvation enough for you, so...
Touche. How did a cat get down here?
Oh, where did I come from? Oh.
I think, and
Zazel ended
I think you might be right. We can try the water.
So I'll cup some of the water in my hand and slurp. Sorry, people with headphones.
As you
ASMR
sort of drink the water, it tastes like very, very stale water.
Oh, like when you leave a glass of water out overnight and you can taste
Yeah, I mean, this has been left out for like a year. It's horrible.
It's got a skin on it.
Yeah, there's like bits floating on it, and
Do you feel any different?
Apart from the taste in my mouth, I don't think so.
I imagine that's not the worst thing Anders ever tasted.
Or willingly drank.
I was going to say dwarf semen is probably one of the worst things I've ever tasted.
We have covered that before as well.
Okay.
That's mainly due to
Has
the diet more
anything
than anything.
crazy happened?
Nope.
Seems like we can drink the
Well,
potion.
shall we go?
I mean, I
Shall
wouldn't
we?
recommend drinking that water. It was fucking heinous.
Or shall we go try? Well, see if the other ruby has lit up, maybe?
Looking at
Is
the
there-
corridor.
It's a brighter glow, yeah.
You're looking for a brighter glow.
Yeah.
Make me a perception check, please.
I rolled a d12 for some reason. That was really weird.
Why not?
That's +5, I think. 18.
18. Doesn't look like there's a brighter glow. Looks very much the same as before.
Alright, fine. Yeah, drink the red one.
Dargon, you're drinking the red one?
No, I'm telling them to drink the red one.
Okay.
Go on, Ander.
You know what?
Do you think it best? I know Dargon likes to encourage me, Kirik, but what does your sensible head say?
Anything but the purple one.
Okay. Ander gives in to peer pressure.
Story of his life.
Yep. I mean, how do you think the tasted dwarfs?
Hey, wait. What if all three of us have to do this, and Ander's already done one thing?
Good point.
Oh, you mean I solve one riddle, I'm not allowed to solve another one?
Just an idea.
Oh, I've come full circle to Dargon drinking it.
Yeah, so have I. But shouldn't have said anything. It's either the right
I've already got
idea,
it cupped in my hand, so I'll hold my hand.
or it's the wrong idea. Okay. If you guys agree.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Precious.
Okay.
If Ander
What's this?
is gupping it to me.
This reddish potion with black flecks in it disappears down your gullet. I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Smashing.
Yeah, go on.
I'm shit at Constitution saving throws.
That's fine. We just left the poison for the cleric. Everything's gonna be great.
21.
21.
1.
You holiday in the land of the dead. Drinking poison's just like having a Monster Energy drink, innit?
Yes, that is what we drink at the Church of the Raven Queen, I think.
Monster,
Exclusively.
but it's literally...
Yeah.
I'm still going to take a hell of a lot of damage here.
I'll have a poison daiquiri, please. Oh
You're
my
going
God,
to
this
take
game is fingers and
22
toes
points
now.
of damage, and your hit point maximum is reduced by 22.
Okay, we're resistant thanks to Bothrid. Is that right?
Say again?
That was an hour ago. Let's go.
That's
Oh,
not
okay.
that's not poison damage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is just straight. Your hit point maximum is reduced by 22. And you're gonna take
22?
22
I'm glad
points
that
of damage
worked, mate.
alongside that.
Thanks, Dargon.
So I need to modify... How do I modify this now?
Max HP modifier and minus
yeah,
22.
no, it's just
I don't
weird
know.
because I've obviously got the max HP modifier of
15.
8. So I
You've
just
already
take
got
Yeah.
7, so
Uh,
minus 7.
Minus 7, yeah. Indeed.
Okay.
Oh, that's not too bad then.
Thank God for 8.
That happens, and as Dargon drinks, the water stops flowing, and this red liquid begins to pour out. The poison stops flowing, and this red liquid begins to pour out. The oil stops flowing, this red liquid begins to pour out. And then there's the sound like a drain just gurgling away as everything stops pouring, and this potion just... And the fountain is still and empty.
Oh man, that was nasty as. Well, sorry, Ender, that I was going to make you drink that.
Oh, I'm glad you took one for the team.
Yeah, it was my turn. Oh man, did that fail?
You-
Should we get out of
I mean,
here?
there's nothing else to
the
drink
test
now.
was-
Okay.
Do you think
well,
the test was we just needed to survive the test?
I mean, I feel like I've given a bit of me life. I'm not going to lie. I hope that is the truth. Look, let's just get out of here. Let's just
Is there anywhere else to go? Is there any more doors? Or is the only way out the way we come in?
In this room there are no doors.
Okay.
Back in the main room,
One more.
the only other door now is the one that remains closed, the iron door on the western wall.
Back the way we come.
Let's
then.
open that.
Let's go back and then see if there's now 2 rubies lit.
So as you all go back,
Yes.
there are now 2 red stones aglow.
Yes.
Oh, right. Well, at least it wasn't all for nothing.
Last one.
Do you want me to do the honours?
Yeah, I would joke.
It's alright,
and
this
say,
one-
Kirik, you can do it next, but I mean, I don't want to because that's harsh.
It's alright, this one's named Pain. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Huh, yeah, brilliant. Right,
Yeah.
and you
I mean,
do the
if
honours.
it's emotional pain, I feel like we've got plenty of that to go around. So
And you were
True.
all good at, touching these rubies. Do you want to do it again?
and that's as much as I'll talk about my feelings today. Thank you. And I will touch the remaining gem.
Okay, and as you do so, the sarcophagus to your left, so to the furthest east, the lid lowers and the door on the western wall opens up. And you can see a distinct orange glow from beyond.
Let's go check it
I
out.
would have been all of that off. So go straight in anyway.
Oh boy, that looks ominous as fuck.
You step through the door and walk up the corridor, and you see this
fuck
orange
me.
glow. There are basically, as you walk through the far archway, there is now this what can only be described as a font, which is just full of this bubbling lava and sort of overflows and then seemingly goes down a grate. And these 2 statues with horns, one horn missing, each of them with a hand in the font, and it looks like the lava is flowing out of those hands. There are then 2 other statues, one on the north, one on the south wall. They are just statues of weeping women. And they look
We haven't got to put our hands in that, have we?
Yeah, I
Well,
think
one
we
of
do.
one of us is gonna have to.
Yeah.
I didn't pack the right fucking spells. Well, to your good.
No, wait. This one's nasty. I think we need to somehow flip a coin or something. Kirik, I can't let you do this. There's no way.
We can heal ourselves afterwards, though. We've got potions to heal ourselves. We've got spells to heal ourselves.
Seems only fair. I was the only one that didn't drink anything.
Yeah, just. Oh. Kirik, you're
I mean,
the only
with
one
this,
who
with
gets
this, I
back
can
up.
even play a song on this lute and cure minor injuries.
Yeah, this ain't gonna be minor. Look, I really think we should. I think I should do this, but Kirik, if you think that we have to do this all 3, I only said it
If you
last
two
time.
think
And,
one of you should do it, I will happily let you.
oh, are you sacrificing your turn here, Andrew? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I won't be
well,
proud if any
that's-
if each of us step up. That's
That's
fine.
very, very noble of you. Yeah, no, I'm going to remember
Yeah.
that.
No, I think we're about to. Well, after we pass this test, we are going to fight something. I assume, as the
So
king
do you
seems
think
quite
there's
concerned.
something in there that you need to rummage around and find? Or do you just think you need to put your hand in and that's it?
Well, can't rummage if I don't put my hand in.
Hey, Andy, you used to be able to grab stuff from afar.
I
Yeah,
sacrificed that ability
Ah,
to learn new skills.
fair play. I did the same. Right. Kirik, I'm sorry. Were you going to say that you were going to do it, or am I doing it?
Nope, I'll do it.
Okay. Wish you luck, mate.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it, I think. I will, however, first kind of tap my holy symbol and I will cast Death Ward on myself.
Okay.
Just for the hell of it. So I will move in. If I can, which apparently I cannot. Oh, I can. And
That's good to say, it's just map lag.
it's all good. And I will place my hand on the big bowl of lava.
You're placing it
go
on the
for
bowl
it.
or you're placing it in?
In, yeah. You need to suffer, so.
So Kirik takes a moment. I would assume Kirik, before he plunges his hands in, just says a silent prayer to the Raven Queen. And then,
Much so.
as you then yank your hand out, scream in pain, you are going to take 70 points of fire damage. And your hand is shriveled and burned, part of your forearm as well, so you can choose which hand you did that with. That arm is out of action until you heal that damage. I'm going to ask you to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
That sounds fair. 13, I believe. 13.
13. You drop to your arse, like half pass out. Don't fully pass out.
And
but the pain
Dagon
is
rushes
that
forward and grabs him.
intense.
Like, keeps him from, like, falling into the lava and stuff.
The hand itself, the skin is gone, the bones are pretty much there, muscle is sort of slicking away, if you like.
Oh, Kiriki, you idiot, you should let me do this.
And again, the sound of like a drain, like water drain is the liquid, just so the lava rather pours out of this font and then slowly begins to swirl down. You can see there's a hole in the bottom of the font now as the lava disappears.
I will immediately rummage and grab a healing potion.
Okay.
Yeah, good shout.
And I will just tip it in his mouth. A greater potion of healing.
Which is
4d4 plus 4.
Roger that.
Do you want to roll that?
I can roll, yeah. Oh, it's not bad. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11. 44 plus 4, 11, 15.
15.
I will rummage for my superior healing potion, and I'm gonna kind of like drink half of it, and the other half I'm just gonna pour it on my arm.
Cool.
Nice.
You do drink half, and then as you pour it on, you can see what looks like muscle fibers and tendons and stuff slowly begin to grow back.
$28 points back.
28
Nice.
points. Skin starts to form as well. It's very much just the hand and the fingers now, which are almost left like just bones with a little bit of muscle and fibers attached. So you've got partial use of that arm now.
Can I let me try something, Kirik. Pass me a hand, and I'll play the only chord I know on the lute so far to use its cure wounds ability,
Okay.
Nice.
which is another 13 points of healing as well.
Oh!
Sweet. Thanks very much.
Hopefully, you've got a
13, yeah.
Terminator hand now.
So yeah, you've got pretty much everything that's sort of grown back and sort of reformed with the magic that's been cast on you. The hand just feels sort of stiff now, and it looks
Yeah, it would be.
discoloured. It's not the same greenish skin that Kirik usually has. It's sort of a lighter green.
Looks like a first.
I will tell you another thing. I will tell you another thing I'm going to do. I'm going to take my shield from my bag, which I hadn't this whole time. Fucking idiot. Walk around. I was like, why is my AC 17? Like, what's going on? It's like, oh yeah, my shield's not on. That's not that, yeah. Idiot.
So you're going to strap that round that arm? Or are you going to put it on
Yeah. Usually, I usually have my shield on my right hand anyway because I use my left one to cast. So, yeah.
So you strap the shield on the arm as a bit of added protection, but also because you can't really use the arm for fuck all else right now.
Captain America style. I just.
Yep. That's exactly what I was picturing. Just strap it up.
I was with you.
Yeah, baby. Right, and with that, as the last of the lava sort of away, you just hear this. It's almost like the sound of somebody striking a match.
From behind us?
Yep.
Can we look back?
You can. You would see what looks like a brighter red glow, but also there is a flickering orange that seems to be coming from within that room as well.
Let's go check it out.
This is it, guys. Stay behind me, and I'll go first.
Okay. So Dargon, as you enter back into the room, you can see the red glow from that sarcophagus is very, very bright now. The grate towards the gilded door as well, there are flames just beginning to flicker up.
Do you think this is it? I think someone's coming.
Wait. Well, let's get ready if they come.
Yeah.
The only... Right, so, although we've used the onward tomb sarcophagus to open the other doors, and the lids of the other tombs have lowered, the onward sarcophagus is the only lid that hasn't lowered. So do we still need to make that happen to unlock somewhere else?
And I think it
Or
may
to
be
unlock the door that is shut behind us?
I think it may be a trial now. Whatever's coming now, that's what we have to do.
A literal trial by fire.
Yeah. I'm going to move half the distance between that door and that grate.
Okay. Ander, would you like to go and investigate the stones at all to see if anything's changed
Yes.
about it?
Yes,
Okay.
please. I would like to check my theory.
Okay. Make me an investigation check, please.
Investigation. Coming out as a 17.
Okay, as you approach the sarcophagus, you notice that the middle stone glows brighter as you approach it.
I will touch it.
Okay, as you touch it, the light winks out and a flame roars out of that grate.
Fuck. What happens when I press the other two?
You press the other two, nothing happens.
Okay.
What did you do there, Ander?
I don't know. I touched the gem. It was glowing really brightly, and then it just went out, and flames started coming out of that grate like you wouldn't believe.
Do we have to touch it as well? I'll go over and touch the one that is in relation to the one that the task I did.
Okay, as you approach the sarcophagus, you notice that the rightmost gem is glowing brightest.
Oh, good shout, Dave.
I will
The one
touch
that was
that one.
associated with life. As you touch that, winks out. 2 flames shoot up.
I will do that on the one on the Left.
Kirik approaches, the leftmost one, the one that was representing the pain room. Close right to you, press it, winks out. This flaming portal appears on the grate.
Oh. I think it's that way.
And that's our cue.
Let's go. Yeah, start running towards it. With the rest of
So
them.
the three of you start running towards the portal, and just, I'm assuming you all just run, don't even think twice, just...
Yeah.
And as all three of you disappear into the portal, there is a brief moment of blackness for a second, and that is where we are going to end.
That's mean.
So I hope everybody enjoyed that puzzle. I very much enjoyed creating that one. That was a bit of fun. So thank you all once again for joining us tonight. Thank you for joining us on our first night of sponsor mode. That's what I'm calling it now, or subscription mode, whatever you want to call it. But no, thank you all for getting us to the 50 follower mark. You have no idea how much it means to us that we get all this love and support. It is invaluable. So thank you for sticking with us as well. Thank you for the subs tonight. That's been amazing. But any way you can support us, just by watching us, if that's all you can afford to do, we don't care. We love you. We love you all. Whatever you can do to support us is amazing. So thank you all once again. Baby Brat, when you get our message, please get in touch. Hopefully you are listening to the stream, or at least something afterwards. And we'll be in touch to create that NPC, but well done. We'll also send a t-shirt and a dice box your way. And I think that's it for tonight. So thank you to all the tools. Dungeon Alchemist was really good tonight, apart from the fact that apparently the 4K maps break Owlbear Rodeo. So I will downgrade that map for next week, just so we can, and in fact I might just use a smaller portion of the map for next week, given where we are. But yes, thank you all once again. Don't forget to check out the podcast, check out the socials, join us on Wednesday at 7:30 for Malt, Magic and more. And until then, stay safe. We love you all. We will see you next time.